Alright, welcome to episode 2 of our currently unnamed podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I'm joined with my co-host, Jonathan and Owen. You guys say hi.
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 So, we've got a little treat for you today.
I hate this so much.
Jonathan is going to sing what may become our official song,
It won't.
or...
Because I don't know what's going to happen at this point.
Don't sell yourself short.
So, Jonathan, take it away. What's the soon-to-be official song of our podcast?
Just lumbering up.
Yeah.
I'm not buying time.
I believe that.
Okay, go on.
You ready?
Put those
Yeah.
arms for singing.
We're ready, go for it.
Go for it. We believe in you.
It's a podcast.
Good.
A really good podcast. It's got Owen and Tom and Jonathan. It's a podcast. Podcast.
That was pretty good, I like that.
Yeah,
That was
Thank
pretty
you.
good.
Could have been worse.
The thing is, I started that, and then the worst part about it is knowing that I'm going to have to listen to that back.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, this is like.
And then after I've listened to that back, I'm going to know that everyone that listens to this is going to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our 7 viewers.
Yeah.
Us.
Which, by the way, shout out to the 7 or 8 people who listen to the podcast. So thank you
Hey.
for that.
Yay.
And
Thank you
That
for
sounded more sarcastic than I
Thank you
meant
for
to.
listening to our train wreck.
yeah, that,
It was alright.
No, it was pretty good. Well, we're not allowed to say it's good.
I think we are.
No,
if
you
we're allowed to
You
have
did our new
confidence.
jingle.
Yeah, so we got a jingle now. That's
Yeah.
official.
I love that jingle.
It's what was it again?
Oh, I don't remember the words.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's a good podcast.
we've got a great episode ahead of us. I think we've got some great news.
Aye.
We got some great Bethesda discussion. And then we got some great what we read and slash watch and slash play and
Everyone's
slash...
favourite segment.
Yeah.
The unnamed segment.
No, it's still named, and that is the official name of it now. But
I hate it.
we have another shout out to my girlfriend Katie, because she pointed something out that we did wrong
Oh no.
in the previous podcast.
Oh no.
What did we do wrong?
During our MI High discussion,
Oh.
we said the characters' names were Blake,
Yeah. Rose.
Lily, and
Lily.
Rose.
But they not them.
The names are actually Blaine,
Oh.
Daisy, and Rose, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So,
my god, how could we?
our deepest apologies.
I blame my friend called Blake, who I assume is the reason why I mixed that up.
Yeah.
And the fact that I just remembered that they were 2 flower names and improvised from there.
And your other 2
Hope.
friends, Lily and Rose.
Yeah, my
Blake, Lily, and Rose, your mates.
Blake, Lily, and Rose Tyler.
He used to go into the janitor's closet and disappear for hours on
That's
end.
the point, actually.
Yeah.
That is really dodgy.
Yeah. Do the teachers
Imagine-
not?
I've just had a really dark theory.
Mhm.
That entire show
Yeah.
was a coping mechanism.
Sure, that's
Oh.
true.
For what?
For 3 children going into the
Yeah, but who's the one-
closet and having terrible things
Are
happen
they,
to them.
are they, what, from the 3 children?
For the 3.
Yeah, there's their coping, it's their joint
Their coping
coping
mechanism.
mechanism.
Yeah, they've got this crazy imagination that they're spies because it's how
Yeah.
they cope with the trauma.
Okay,
of
this
the-
has got real dark real
Yeah.
quick.
I did
This-
say it was a dark.
Anyway,
Well,
apologies.
it's Halloween too.
Apologies for our mistake. Oh, you haven't done your sync clap yet. You need to sync the podcast.
I'm not ready to sing yet.
How else am I going to edit?
Oh, it will sync when Owen is ready to sync.
How else
Yeah.
am I supposed to know when we edit the one singular piece of audio we have that we need to sync to nothing? How am I supposed to know when to sync it?
Wait for it.
Alright, okay, I'll wait for it. You're going to just interrupt me at some point.
There's going to be a moment of silence and then just...
We've got some news. We've got lots of news. I spent all week looking at news. It's all relevant news, kind of.
Hot diggity damn.
Yeah. Well, it's relevant as in it's from the past week, so I feel like that's relevant.
It's more relevant than last week's.
Yeah,
Which
because
was
last week's
basically
was like
last
a
month's.
month old.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I think,
Yeah.
well, there's some game news and there's some movie news. There's not as much movie news, so I'll kind of talk
I've
about
got
that
one
first.
piece of movie news just because it's
I-
something that I saw and thought that'll be
Okay.
interesting.
I also have one piece of movie news, specifically about a movie you guys won't let me talk about.
We may all have... Oh, by the way, we're not going to discuss this, but I've seen the Star Wars trailer, the new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's fucking insane. It's so good, the trailer. It looks great. The fucking music.
Should we move on?
Yeah,
Should
we're
we move
moving on. We're
quickly?
moving on. Sorry, I just wanted to say
Oh.
because last week I hadn't seen it.
Bad choice, bad choice.
I hadn't seen
Okay, I'll give you this. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
It looks
That bit when they're
amazing.
like riding on the like horse monster things on,
Yeah,
the,
like-
on the spaceship. That's pretty cool.
If it was any other sci-fi,
Cool.
if it was any other sci-fi franchise,
You have to admit the remix of the music that they did when it like really swells up towards the end. Oh, perfect. Love it.
I didn't pay that much attention to it.
I just got
Okay. Peppa Pig. Right, moving on. My first piece of news is about DC.
Ooh.
I think it's old news in that this is just like reconfirming it.
The DC is in comic DC.
No,
No, as
movie
in-
movie
as
DC,
in
movie
DC.
DC. So they've basically reconfirmed, I think, that they're splitting their DCEU. Is that right? Yeah, into two.
Right.
So they've got the Henry Cavill Man of Steel universe.
The boring one.
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah. And then they've got with Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn and
Right.
as
So
Margot Robbie.
all the stuff that has
That
been,
is yeah. And now
All the bit they're trying to salvage from when they fucked up before.
yeah, and their other universe is the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Okay.
That's and
Is
presumably
that confirmed
others.
to be some part of some universe then?
Yeah, I think it's its own universe now.
Because I would absolutely be up for it if they set up essentially a Batman universe. Because Batman has in itself
Yeah,
enough characters
Absolutely.
and enough to go off just by itself without
Yeah, yeah,
needing
yeah.
Superman or any of the other shitter superheroes.
How dare you?
There is
My
Batman
boy-
and only Batman.
My boy Aquaman. He can speak to fish.
yeah. Well, I was thinking, why not just drop the current run of movies?
Well-
They're so
Well,
bad.
the thing, Wonder Woman was
people
good.
liked Wonder Woman.
Well, they're
I like
releasing.
Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
they've. Well,
People
It
liked.
wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great. but it
people
was-
liked Aquaman.
yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I mean,
so
it sold
I-
tickets.
yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's just a sign that it's
Yeah,
good.
that's just Jason
If
Momoa.
it makes
being-
loads of
well,
money-
you put Jason Momoa in a film and make him shirtless for half of it. Yeah, it's gonna sell tickets.
I'd like shirtless Jason Momoa in just every film.
Yeah, exactly.
He just pops up in like a Disney movie.
He pops up and he
an
brings his
animated,
pets with him.
an
and
animated
everyone's
Disney
talking.
movie, and he comes in live action, and he's like, "All right," and then he walks.
No,
off.
he comes in as Khal Drogo, so you.
As who?
Card-
From Game of Thrones, so he
Oh, I don't know
he
what that
bashes in through the wall riding a horse with a sickle ready to cut some heads.
What is Game of Thrones?
What's this?
Sorry,
Well,
what's this show?
It's like
Wait, I don't know if it's a show. It could be a movie for all I know.
You really settled that bit and then ruined it in one fell
Yeah, I
swoop.
really did. Yeah, that's one piece of DC news. The other piece of DC news is about the Joker.
cheeky.
It's recently been confirmed by the cinematographer of the film and the director, I think, that the girlfriend
Yeah.
isn't dead. He didn't kill her.
Oh,
They recently confirmed.
does that matter?
It was.
It doesn't.
because it's a standalone film.
It
so
doesn't matter
changes
at all.
nothing.
I think because people have all these like theories
I mean,
about it or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
interesting because the film seems to strongly imply they killed her.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, did it though?
I didn't pick up on that.
No, me neither.
I thought he just sort
Really?
of.
He just walks out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought from the way that it was building the tension, that it was setting it up
Well,
to.
I thought the building tension was because it's like him realizing
Yeah.
everything.
To be fair, you're right. It doesn't matter. It's
No, it
such
doesn't
a
matter.
pointless. It's a bit of crap news, but it's fun.
It's a
We
nice-
talked about
it's-
Joker
it's
last
news,
week.
It's,
yeah.
it's a bit of trivia.
The other piece of news, though, which is big, is about Marvel. And
Ooh.
after the podcast last week, me and Owen discussed Marvel.
That we did.
Marvelous.
And yeah, marvelous indeed. And one of the things we were discussing was what's going to be going on with the next lot of
Yes.
characters,
Mm.
as I like to
Characters.
say. In
The new bigwigs of the
They've
MCU.
Well, after. Well, spoilers here for anyone.
Well,
who
don't
hasn't
spoil it.
watched Endgame.
oh yeah, spoilers for Endgame.
Yeah, so we'll give you a couple of. Tom will put a.
No, he won't.
No, I'm not going to.
No,
I'm not,
he
I'm not
didn't edit
editing
the last
this.
one at all.
Tom will put a timestamp on the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm
version.
gonna put a timestamp on the SoundCloud version. Your time starts now.
Just type it out.
Right.
That
so-
doesn't make sense. How are you
It
gonna
has
like?
been time stamped. Right.
That's gotta.
Moving on.
That's gotta really. You did that right next to the microphone.
I don't know
That's
why.
gotta be painful.
Yeah, if you don't know, Endgame finished off with basically the two lead ringers of the Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe, Iron Man and
Hawkeye.
Captain America.
no, Hawkeye, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
also.
how could I forget Hawkeye?
Yeah,
He's the
Hawkeye
most-
turns into Clint Eastwood, right? At the end. Right? No, Captain America is there, doesn't he? He's played by Clint Eastwood, isn't
No,
he?
he's not.
No, it's just that's still
That's just-
Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's
I haven't seen the movie, by the way.
Oh,
this,
you know.
is, this is purely me guessing. I
No,
thought
turns-
they got America's greatest hero. Clint
No,
Eastwood.
they just got Chris Evans and aged him
Oh,
up.
it's
Yeah.
just a mistake.
It looks good though.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're both gone.
Well,
It's-
Iron Man's dead.
Yes, and
Um,
Clint Eastwood is now an old man.
Clint Eastwood has been an old man for most of his life.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, the news I have is about After. It's after Endgame.
Yep.
So
Is that the next movie after Endgame?
yeah, it is. It's called After. One of the producers, whose name I cannot remember, I have it written down on my notes. Shall I get it up, or should we not get it up?
What? Probably if it's
The
probably like
producer.
Paul Feige.
It's not.
Oh.
I'll get it. I'll get it up.
Paul.
No, it's Kevin.
Everyone's favourite Feige.
You're
from
thinking of Paul
Marvel.
Feig. You're thinking
Yes,
of
I
Paul
am.
Feig.
Am I mixing people's names up
You
again?
are.
Who's Paul?
God,
Okay.
it's Am I High all over again.
Trin Tran.
It is Kevin.
I don't know. Yeah, it's Kevin Feige, but
Yeah.
his alter ego Trin Tran.
Okay.
He said,
Any relation to Kelly Marie Tran?
yes, they're the same person.
Oh my god.
Anyway, he said that apparently it's going to be 10 years until we see another Endgame type movie.
That makes
Alright
sense.
with that. It
But
was-
also, kind of hinted at them expanding the Marvel universe and Marvel characters that would presumably be in the Endgame-esque movie at the end
Yeah.
in the Disney Plus subscription service.
Uh,
So kind of exclusive, maybe TV shows or movies.
Can I just
That's
say
a
about
difficult
Disney Plus? I predict that is going to be the most pirated subscription service.
Probably, yeah.
It's not even
Ever.
out yet, and I've already got it pirated.
I already own it. I
You're
own the
being
company.
recorded, Owen.
What? Where?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. It makes sense because they want people to go to that subscription service.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. To be fair,
From a business
if
standpoint.
you think about it, in many ways, it'll probably be cheaper to get the subscription service than it would be to see all the films.
Yeah, and also everyone
I mean,
who
it won't
likes
be, but,
everyone
you know.
who likes these movies are probably gonna have the subscription service anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of. I mean, it does kind of make sense.
I
It's,
mean,
it's putting a lot of stock in the subscription
Yeah,
service.
and as well, they've got a lot of stuff from Hulu.
Yeah,
there is
so-
there was always the chance that Disney's going to end up overexerting themselves, expecting too much of customers, and they're just going to sort of phase out.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's like, you know how DC have their TV shows
yeah,
that
Oh.
always have like the Arrow, Flash.
You mean the stealing piles of trash? That...
Yeah, well, exactly.
Oh, is
the
it?
thing
Is it
I like.
CW?
Yeah, the CW shows. I
Oh,
like Arrow. I like
I'll give you that.
Flash.
I'll give you
Supergirl is meh.
The Batwoman
Legends
that
of
came
Tomorrow was steaming pile of trash.
I love Legends of Tomorrow
Bat-
because it is a steaming pile of
Batwoman
trash.
came out. I haven't seen any
Apparently
of it.
it's
I don't know.
awful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've not
it's
heard
really
great things
bad.
about it, so
Yeah.
I'm not really looking into it. But basically, I liked Arrow. Like, I like some of them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
You missed out the best
I
one.
ended up stopping.
Constantine.
no,
Oh, that got
ran
cancelled.
for a
no,
single season.
Titans. The great.
That's not part of the CW.
Is it
universe.
not?
No.
Well, can I just say,
It's not.
on the record, on the podcast record, Titans is fucking shit. It's so bad. I watched the first 4 episodes. I think the worst part, and I know it's TV budget and whatever, but the CG is so bad in that
Yes,
show.
it is.
But to the point that, like, just don't have it. Like,
Yeah.
just don't include it. Like, I'd rather Beast Boy... Like, we never got to see him as a tiger, but he just said, I'm a tiger. Then see the awful...
No, even better. Even better. Have him as a tiger, but just put him in face paint.
Oh my god, that'd be so much better.
Oh no, what if he came out in a furry suit?
Yes, that would be better.
Oh,
That would still be
at
better.
least that would be so awful. It's actually hilarious. But anyway, I want to go back to the
Sorry,
point I was
yeah,
making
go
about
for
the
it.
CW shows.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I liked Arrow and I like Flash mainly,
Yeah.
but I stopped watching them because they came so wrapped up in the whole universe
Sure.
of everything that I couldn't watch them without feeling like I needed to watch the other ones.
Sure.
And I'm not committing to myself to like 5 shows, most of which I don't really like, just to watch 2
it's
shows.
a lot to ask.
They're
for-
bigging up this whole Infinite Crisis thing that they're doing. Which is the big-
Crisis on Infinite Earths, or
Yeah.
Is it?
It's the multiverse.
Yeah, because that's
There's a whole-
the comic.
Yeah, it is. It's that basically, but not really.
Yeah,
but it is.
it'd be interesting to see
But-
what their interpretation is.
It would, and I'd love to be able to watch it, but I can't watch it without being up to date on 5 different shows.
I started
Because you have to
watching it,
watch, because how they do it is that they do, it's like a part, they do it in parts, but then one part is for each of the series.
Oh.
that is. So you have to watch the episode for each of the different shows
Oh,
to get
that's
it.
annoying.
And if you're not up to track on all the shows, then you don't know what's happening, and you just
They
it's like 4 hours or something of
they put it in a
TV.
DVD collection.
yeah, it's
Called
4 hours worth of
Elseworld.
TV that
Yeah.
if you don't know all the shows, then you
Yeah.
just don't get.
I mean,
Anyway, that's what I'm scared that Marvel's gonna
People
do.
wonder why DC's not doing so well.
I watched Arrow. I've watched the first couple of episodes of Arrow. Right, how is Arrow a thing? Right, here's my problem. with
man or a
Arrow.
show?
As a concept.
Well,
because I assume the comics are fairly
first
similar.
you get a stick, and
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
tie an arrowhead
yeah,
to it.
yeah, that's
And
great.
then the fletchings are
Owen?
important.
You got
Right.
you got your bendy stick as well.
No, my
Gotta
problem.
be- yeah.
My problem with Arrow is he's just Batman, but worse. He's a billionaire
yeah.
who disappeared for a couple of years, came back. Beforehand he was a bit of a dick that didn't really care about anyone, and now it's like, oh, I've got to protect my city, but I've got to make sure that nobody knows who I am, so I've got to still pretend to be a dick. He's just Batman, but with a bow.
In origin story, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure.
like,
I'm sure different things happen. But
To be fair, they do try and make. If you watch all throughout, they do sort of try and give. No, to be honest, I really wouldn't recommend it, and I have watched it all. They try and give him a lot of sort of Batman-esque things. They make one of his villains Deathstroke, which is I guess he's.
How is Deathstroke in everything?
Yeah, he's in Titans as
he
well.
Is in every, yeah, well, he's in a lot of Titan comic books. He's also.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I think
fair.
he's mainly Titans and Batman, really, if I'm not mistaken, as a
I don't
villain.
know. I'm not
think
up to
he's-
date with the Batman.
I mean,
comics.
I know he's fought Batman a fair few
Yeah,
times,
sure.
but he's
Fair
the biggest.
It seems like in DC, like at least TV shows
Yeah.
wise, if you need a villain, get Deathstroke.
He's
he is.
isn't
sort
his
of
name Slade Wilson?
Slade Wilson?
Which, by the way,
Yeah.
Deadpool's name is Wade
Yeah,
Wilson.
Deadpool
Yeah.
was created as a
Parody. Yeah,
of-
I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Right, should we move on to something that's not comic books?
That's
Yeah.
got something.
Okay, the next, I think, big piece of news. I mean, I need to keep looking at my notes because I've forgotten. But the main piece of news is obviously Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? That
It
came
was,
out to not much fanfare, but
Anything with.
there's been a huge domino effect as a result. Would you guys
Oh,
like
really?
to hear about the huge?
Oh,
domino
please do
effect?
tell.
I will tell.
I
all.
am intrigued.
So first of all, the big thing.
I would just like to say this is very interesting to me because I was part of the beta for.
Are we?
What was it? Breakpoint.
Yeah, it's not.
And it wasn't too
I
bad.
would just like to say that I know exactly nothing about Ghost Recon Breakpoint, mainly because I lose interest in any game now that begins with Tom Clancy's.
Are you ready for a bit of history about Breakpoint?
Oh, I am.
And by a bit of
I
history,
am eager.
I mean not really.
I am on the edge of my seat. Hang on, let me.
The promise was that
I-
it was supposed to be this like gritty military survival thing where it was like you against the world.
What?
and
Wait. What sort of game is it? Single player.
Third
or
person single player game. It's like
Okay.
all their other like Division,
Yeah.
but single player.
Like
Division. Yeah, I was about to say Division. And
Well,
single player.
imagine Division but
It's
single player.
it's third person shooter.
yeah.
Okay.
With the exact same mechanics of the Division, pretty much.
Joy.
Anyway, the big thing is it came out and it was not so good. People didn't like it, and Ubisoft, they're pretty good at like patching up their games. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege was awful and then is now really good. I haven't played it.
I haven't played it.
but
I have.
I'm nodding as if I know.
Yeah,
but I-
And the first Division game was just rubbish at launch,
Yeah.
but then they stuck with it, and it was an amazing game, but I played it and it was, not too bad.
Yeah, it's
You
like
waste a couple of hours on it.
yeah. The Division's fine. Anyway, Ubisoft, they're all right. Who cares? All right, nobody cares. But so what they're doing is they're improving Breakpoint, and they've like gonna add loads of new features to the game and basically make it the game it was gonna be. Like No Man's Sky, which is also a
Yeah.
great game. Whatever.
I mean, you shouldn't do that to games. You shouldn't release them and then make them good.
No, not at all. But at least they're making the effort. That's what's important.
At least it's not
It's
like
like-
Anthem,
Yeah,
where
yeah, it's
they
not
release a stealing pile
Or
of crap.
you could
and then
do.
just
You could do.
It
let
remains
it
a stealing pile of
fester.
crap.
You
yeah.
could do something even worse than Fallout 76 it, but we'll get into that later.
But I think the main news to come off this is they've delayed 3 games.
Yes.
They've delayed
I-
Watch
that's
Dogs
in my news,
Legion.
actually. Is this all because of Breakpoint?
Yes, they've delayed Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters, and Rainbow Quarantine. I think it's called
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Quarantine. And the other so there's a bunch of reasons. The first is Breakpoint because it didn't do as well as they hoped.
Well,
it didn't get released as well as they hoped.
Because a lot of the problems with Breakpoint, Ubisoft had a stocks.
Yeah, they had a huge stock
Yeah, it
plummet.
was like 20%.
Well, that was actually as a result of them delaying their games that
Was
the
it?
stocks plummeted. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It is, I guess, in theory, because of Breakpoint that they delayed
Yeah,
it.
it's,
so-
To be
they're
but they
tied-
delayed it for another reason,
Yeah.
and that's because the Division 2. The Division 2 isn't doing very well. And the reason it's not doing very well is because the Division 1 is still a thing that they're still updating and doing content for. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Why move on?
yeah, they're like, we released it too early. It's
They,
like, well, yeah.
they definitely released Division 2 too early. There was no fanfare for the
It was like 2 years
I,
or whatever.
I keep forgetting it exists.
Yeah, me too. I think that's the problem. And they're like, oh yeah, we made a big mistake. We're still going to try and improve any Division 2 or whatever.
Well-
but that sucks because I was really excited for Gods and Monsters. But the
But this
time...
is the thing though. I don't really get mad at games when they're delayed because
No,
it's
a
just
good
a
thing.
sign.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of toxic things in the games industry when it comes to making games and sort of
Sure.
adding too much pressure on developers to take them out early.
Well-
so if a company decides, okay, this game needs more time to make it the quality that it
Sure.
needs to be, I'm fine letting them have it.
here's my game theory, alright? You ready for my game theory? You excited for a bit of game theory? Okay, here's my game theory.
Do a jingle for us.
Game theory bit. It's the game theory bit. I like... I thought that. Right, moving on.
I didn't expect you to do that. I'm very pleased
Yeah.
now.
So, listeners, remember, we have a Christmas album out this
Yeah,
year.
featuring your famous hits, game theory bit, and the intro to our podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I've been right. Okay, I remember. No, I don't. Why did I say I
what's your
remember?
game
when it-
theory?
My game. Oh yeah, my game theory.
Come on,
That's it.
Matt.
Okay, I think that Watch Dogs Legion, all the promises that they made were just not in the game,
Yeah.
or it wasn't as good, and they were like, people aren't happy that like this basic shit isn't in Breakpoint if we don't include the big feature, or it's not as good as people want it to be. Then everyone's
the
gonna
big
have
feature
a
will
fit.
definitely be included.
Well, no, but like as in it's
But
not as
not
fleshed out
yeah,
or whatever.
not as
So they were like,
refined.
But
they were like, we've got to
as an old woman with a handgun in
exactly.
Legion.
Yeah.
So they were like, we've got to delay Watch Dogs Legion, but if we just delay Watch Dogs Legion, everyone's gonna know it's because that big feature wasn't included.
Oh,
So let's
really?
delay a bunch of other games.
Well,
that like we can give
Nah.
that no because
I-
they could
I-
give extra time.
I also have a game theory. I
right?
think
When you have to sing the intro. It's a game theory bit. It's a game theory.
Thanks, Doc.
You're
So,
welcome.
If we create a running joke of us singing, that's really not going to help us get
no,
listeners.
we really don't.
I'm gonna sing every time a new segment comes up. I'm singing the song for it.
So my game theory is the
It's a
reason
game.
why
No!
Go for it,
why
yeah.
these games have been delayed is because they've pulled resources from those games for Breakpoint.
It's possible, but they have so much money. Why would they need to do that?
That's also putting a
Well,
lot
it's
of...
not necessarily money; it's developers.
Yeah.
Because
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
Breakpoint
It's also-
has launched, so they'll reduce the team size.
Yeah.
So they've let a number of team members go. So the only team left are people for support. But because there's so much they need to do,
Sure.
It's putting
They
a lot
need
of
to
stock in
promote.
Breakpoint then to try and make it good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're well known for
compromise.
doing that, though, aren't they? Like with Rainbow Six Siege. And then the thing is, Rainbow Six Siege sales like skyrocketed when it
well,
got better.
I just don't...
think about the last couple of games they've released.
Yeah, they're not been good.
No. Like, the Division 2 was very much a sleeper release.
Yeah,
so
Far
that
Cry
was-
5
I
and
mean,
New
do
Dawn.
you remember Ubisoft's...
Wildlands
Yeah.
was absolutely... Wildlands was panned.
Yeah, it was really.
Do you remember Ubisoft's last
right,
E3
yeah.
press conference?
No.
I swear about half the games they mentioned were Tom Clancy something.
Well, they're made
Genuinely,
to.
they kept just saying everything just kept being Tom Clancy.
Yeah, because they've got a new Rainbow game coming out, which is
Yeah.
Rainbow Quarantine or whatever, and obviously Breakpoint. But I'm glad because the reason that they gave for delaying it is so we can give our creators more time to like input the innovations that they want, and I feel like that's probably at least partially true. And I'm glad Gods and Monsters is getting delayed. But do you want to know when it's
I
being
don't know
delayed
any-
to?
Ooh, go on. This will be very telling on
Between
how well it is.
April 2020, no March 2020,
All right.
and April 2021.
yeah, that's a
It's-
pretty
Yeah.
big.
Gods and Monsters is just a game that's going to become on, like, be put on sort of the back of my thinking until
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
until we hear more.
That
about it.
game is
Do you
just
remember?
not.
Do you remember when Ubisoft announced Skull and Bones,
I
the
don't know what
pilot
that is.
game?
Yeah, you were well.
I
up
was
for
well
it.
up for it, and then we still haven't heard like
was
anything
so-
about it since.
No, I think it got released.
What? No way. I've just forgotten about it. I mean, I still don't really
I
care that
swear-
much. No one ever mentioned it, did they?
No.
It was never brought up in any like news or like.
I don't know what
anything.
this is, but do you remember when they announced Hungry Shark World and then it got launched and everyone bought it? And it was
I
really
don't
great?
remember.
No, yeah, you do. You remember Hungry Shark World, right?
You mentioned this last time.
Yeah, and it's
and
a great game.
I think I know what you.
I've never played.
I think I know what you were going to say. Go into there.
What?
No,
don't
it's
know.
not.
No.
It's
What?
not out yet. It's not out till March next year. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm not just right.
Don't call me crazy.
Yeah. You're crazy.
Okay, cool.
Right, nice one. Should we move on?
Yeah.
How about
What
another
else?
Ubisoft?
No, we'll leave it till the next podcast.
Okay, we're leaving whatever Owen was just about to say to the next
Tune in
podcast.
next week.
To be excited about whatever Owen was
It was
just about to
literally,
say.
I think it was a piss take I heard, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, right, next piece of news. And,
Can I just say,
okay,
whilst we're on
actually,
delays, Last of Us 2's also got.
oh
delayed.
my god,
Yeah.
the next piece of news was Last of Us 2 delay.
I'm
What is
sorry.
your problem?
I am sorry,
Who is the
Tom.
host here?
I thought I didn't know you were going to say The Last of Us 2. You could have said something completely different,
Mate.
and then it would have ruined
Mate,
the flow of the delays.
You guys can skip 5 minutes ahead.
Mate,
after
who
we
is the
start.
host, right? I am the host.
I didn't know.
I'm the host
I
with the
didn't know.
most.
I didn't know.
Last of Us 2 has been delayed, which is a new piece of news that nobody's just said. Let me have a look at when till.
So-
Don't say because I have it written down.
So-
May 29th.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Why have I put May 20th? May 29th.
I should point
Anyway.
out. Right, I'm going to put my hand over the last one that I've got written down because I want it to sort of be actually, I'll delete it. Surprise.
Wait, what is it?
It's not that big, but I just want to see your initial reaction when I say it. That's my list of news.
Oh, well, okay.
Delay.
Last of Us 2. I'm gonna kind of just smash through.
Just a quick thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, Last of Us 2 has been delayed.
Oh, fucking sick! I'm so glad
Wait,
you
has
brought that
Last of
up.
Us 2 been delayed?
Yeah, it has.
Oh,
no,
shit.
no, right. I'm gonna say something that nobody said yet.
Okay.
Last of Us 2's been delayed, right?
Oh my god.
Till May 29th, 2020, according to my
I'll
notes.
tell you what, the first.
Instead of May 21st,
April,
which I
May
put-
sort of time next year, I swear it's going to be just.
Like,
this can't be right. I've put Last of Us 2 delay May 29th, 2020, instead of May 21st. Like, I'm pretty sure it's later than. It's like a big delay,
Do
right?
you want me to Google it?
No, don't. The whole point of this podcast is we should never look anything up.
yeah.
So, our information here is it's delayed till May 29th.
So wait, we have a whole
The
news
most
segment
stupid-
where we intend to give the least reliable news possible.
The
Absolutely, yeah.
stupider and more ill-informed we seem,
Can we make-
the funnier it
Can we
gets.
make that as clear as we can at the beginning of the
Yes.
podcast?
We are never going to
Add
look
it to your
anything
jingle.
up. Yeah.
I'll add it to the jingle. for
We're
next
never
week.
looking anything up.
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, I'm gonna end up actually.
Okay,
writing a
is
jingle
anyone
for
asked about The Last of Us 2 delay?
Not really. Well,
Nah.
the thing is about The Last of Us.
It's shit.
it. No,
It's
The
not
fir-
good.
The first game was as big as it was solely because of the story, and because
Yeah.
we don't really know all that much about Last of Us 2.
She's
I
a lesbian.
disagree, but can I just say one thing about The Last of Us?
No, you
Oh,
can't.
in fact, The Last of Us 1 is my favourite game that I've never completed.
Okay.
I think it's a great game. It's not my style of game, but I absolutely love playing it until I got tired.
Of
Purely
playing
because
it.
it's no, I didn't get tired of the actual game so much as I did is I find stealth games exhausting.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Which is ironic considering how much I love Assassin's Creed, but that's not really a stealth game.
Well, you
it's a stabby
it's
game
really
that's
not.
pretending to be a
You-
stealth
you-
game.
You're the complete opposite of me because I love stealth games. Like,
yeah,
my
but you
favourite
love all the crap games like Dark Souls. All right. No.
Oh, this is gonna become a thing.
Terrorist card, shit.
Yeah, he threw a card at me. All right. Just on the podcast, abuse. You're off the show. Leave.
Oh my no.
Right. Anyway, nobody cares about Last of Us 2 because it's got not what's her name? Ellen Page. It's got not Ellen Page in it because it's
Not Ellen Page.
modeled off her, but it isn't her.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that. No, there was
No,
that
it's
whole,
not modelled off.
No, there
her.
was that whole controversy where she's
Yeah,
gonna
no, that's
sue.
because it came out. No, that's because it came out near
that
the one where Ellen
Beyond
Page
Two
actually
Souls.
was in.
Beyond
Yeah.
Two Souls. Anyway, moving on.
And then
Nobody
everyone
cares
was like,
about
"Oh,
Last of Us.
these guys look alike."
You
and then Ellen
guys
Page goes
care
for it.
about Call of Juarez Gunslinger?
Yeah,
I
it's
played-
my.
I played-
It's been announced for the Switch, 10th of December. Release
Cool,
date.
I have it on PC, so who gives a shit?
It's gonna cost like $44.99 despite coming out
Tom,
like
don't
Jesus
buy it.
Christ.
So I'm gonna buy
Tom,
it.
no.
Was
no.
it
We've been
$44.99 when it was released on other things at launch?
No, because things weren't expensive back then. It would have been £30 or whatever.
Tom, you're not buying it. You've already spent a stupid amount of money on Skyrim.
I have.
You're not
Already bought
when
this
you
game.
bought Skyrim for 50
No,
quid
you-
in 2017
Oh my
on the
God,
Switch. Remember
no.
that, Tom?
I've already bought this
You've
game.
already...
No, I haven't bought.
Tom, this is why you're poor.
Alright, no, I missed that piece of news. Conan O'Brien is in Death Stranding.
Oh,
That
yes.
is.
And he gives you an otter hat.
He does. I keep...
Look,
Death Stranding's
look.
stupid.
Death Stranding, right, can go suck 2 eggs because
Yeah.
it's got all these people in it, and I feel like Hideo Kojima is just like,
Right.
everyone thinks I'm really
Yeah.
eclectic or whatever the word is, and I'm really
Death
great.
Stranding is going to sell copies entirely because of Hideo Kojima. And nothing else.
Yeah.
I think what happened with...
I mean, it's got Guillermo del Toro in it.
Yeah.
Gilmero. Hello, I'm Gilmero.
It's Guillermo del Toro.
Oh!
You mean Guillermo?
Yeah, alright. I'm not Mexican or whatever. Spanish, whatever he's from.
I can only assume that was really offensive.
No, I think he's Mexican.
To our
No,
s-
he's Spanish, isn't he?
To all
No!
our Spanish listeners and Mexican
Which there are
listeners.
several. This part,
Tom
I'm
is
probably
racist.
going to
You
edit
know, when
out.
we're famous podcasters.
Anytime I'm
And people
racist,
look-
it's getting edited
You
out.
know when people
Well,
get, you know
this
when
is
people
like-
get famous and
Yeah.
then people find stuff they said before
This
they were
is what they-
famous.
yeah.
This is gonna come up when we're not.
Tom
when
Wilson,
we're-
famous director,
Yeah.
once said that
Once
Guillermo del Toro was
You're
Mexican.
still saying Gilmero.
Yeah, but that's fine because I'm English. I'm allowed to be ignorant, right?
I like. Okay, so like last podcast, Jonathan was sexist.
Yeah, and we talked
This
about anime
podcast,
boobs.
you're racist. What
Next
am I going
podcast,
to be next?
homophobic. You have to.
That thing was my biggest regret on us not editing any of it.
Yeah, but it's in there and it's now
It is,
online.
and it's now perfect.
And I added a download function so anyone can download that and put it online.
Yeah.
Just cut out that one
Put it
bit.
anywhere.
Put
We're
it
just
anywhere.
gonna cut you out.
Someone's gonna make a remix version of me just repeating "I hate
Yeah.
women"
Yeah.
over and over again.
Sorry, can we get complete silence and you say it again, please?
Sorry,
No,
what was that?
no,
You
I
hate
won't say
women.
it.
Jonathan hates. All right, moving on.
This isn't becoming a
Very
joke.
quickly. Oh yeah.
Jeez,
You-
I've actually written a lot.
What does that sound? Stop doing that. That sounds
That
bad.
sounds-
That sounds really bad, man. It's an audio-based podcast. Any remotely
I probably
what that
Sorry.
sounded like.
It's just
Yeah.
not like.
Ubisoft is suing a kid for selling
No.
cheats for Rainbow Six Siege under the kids' company Mizusoft. Ubisoft are suing a kid.
How old's the kid?
I think he's like, whatever, 14, 15. They're suing him. I think he's made loads of money though, so it's more like they
Give
wouldn't
us our
sue
money
this.
back.
Yeah, it's not like I want all your pocket money, mate. It's like
Yeah.
all the money that you made from selling Rainbow
Yeah,
Six Siege
that's-
cheats.
Yeah, it's like.
It's yeah. Who cares? Also, just
I mean,
Like,
I rarely
it's-
take the sides of the corporation, so fuck
It's
Ubisoft.
bad that they're suing a
You was-
kid.
they're selling a
Well,
kid.
they're selling a kid.
It's bad that they got this human trafficking ring,
But-
but they sell kids.
This kid has done something clearly wrong, so there's got
Yeah.
to be
It depends how
consequences
much
for
money
it.
we're talking about.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
If it's a few hundred
I might be able
quid,
to find out for you.
You really need a
if
lot
it's
more.
500,000 quid,
Yeah.
Wait, I know.
I mean,
Wait,
even
is it on
then,
here?
to be honest, I'm half tempted to just say.
Yeah, here we go.
fuck 'em.
He earned a tenner.
Enormous sums of money.
Does it not specify?
Well, they won't if it's a legal court
Yeah.
case because they don't
No,
know.
that's true. Wait,
They
It's
may
hard to say
reveal
that.
it afterwards.
announcing that it suspended 1,300 Rainbow Six Siege cheaters in a single week. So they clearly don't like cheaters. No, but
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it must be in the
cheaters.
terms of conditions. Terms.
And conditions.
Is that terms and not terms of conditions?
Sorry, just for everyone listening, Tom did then just forget the word and.
Anyway, moving on very quickly.
The T's and C's.
So that's great. We all like to hear about big money.
Yeah, everyone loves to hear about corporations suing children.
Yeah.
Big cash dollar
You
money.
you get your money back, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
You
next
earned it.
next piece of news. You guys have heard about this little title Street Fighter, right?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Indie
Oh my
title,
god,
yeah.
guys!
What?
The whole joke. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Edit it out. It's all getting edited out.
Was the joke that we made fun of you for not hearing about it, or what?
No,
was it?
the joke was that you were supposed to
Tom,
be like, I haven't heard of it because
Stop
it's
explaining your jokes on the podcast.
Oh wait, how were we supposed to get that?
because it was a joke in the previous episode.
Was it?
I'm
I
never
don't
making this
remember.
joke. I'm never making this joke
The only
again.
people who know these jokes are people who.
Sorry, no, wait, do it again. Say it again, and we'll do it better.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
bet. We'll do it better this
Come on,
time.
Tom.
Have you guys heard about this little title Street Fighter?
Oh, I love Street Fighter.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry,
Street
no,
Fighter.
we'll do it one more time.
No, you're right, you're right.
Yeah. Comedy works in rules of three. Come on.
When is that?
I don't know what we're doing this time though. How do we mix it up?
Alright, Street Fighter 4 producer.
What's that?
It's a little title that you may not have heard of.
What's the producer?
Okay, right. It's beyond its sell by date. Right.
This
Street
joke
Fighter
is
4
itself.
producer,
Yeah.
who I don't have his name, apparently originally wanted to make Street Fighter 4, I think, a turn-based game in order
What?
to save the franchise.
That's not so a different game.
Right, I'll explain as much as I remember. The franchise was not doing well financially, apparently.
I mean, Street Fighter 4
That's
revitalized the entire
I
Street
know,
Fighter franchise,
I
and
know.
then Street Fighter
I
5
know.
killed it again.
I know. Alright, look. I am the news host. Alright? I'm the host of the news.
You asked me if I knew anything about Street Fighter.
Basically, the franchise wasn't doing too hot because it's Street Fighter and it's a little title no one's ever heard of. And so the guy who was producing it was like, what can we do that's different to like save it?
Yeah.
And originally it was going to be some kind of pseudo turn-based game. Who cares? This is not interesting news. I don't know why I wrote this down. We've got
It's
better
okay,
news.
Tom. It's
We've got better
okay.
news. There was so much news this week. I had to decide.
That
what
is
would it
definitely
be.
interesting to people
Yeah,
that
it's
aren't
like-
me. So
Okay. If you like Street Fighter,
Yes.
look at Eurogamer. They did an interesting article about it. All right. I think that's where I got it from.
Just, yeah.
Or it was Nintendo Life.
It's that'll be how we do our news now. We just say like the headlines, then refer.
No,
to
I'm
the
gonna
article
do. I'm gonna do like a reference page at the end where we just like
of our audio.
yeah APA referencing guide. I'll use that to reference. Yeah, that's a Sheffield Hallam joke. If you
It's probably just a uni joke.
yeah, I'm
Actually,
sure the unis
It's
use
not
it.
for me, I don't have to do referencing.
Oh, I do this
Lucky
year.
you. Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean this year? I've been having to do it every year.
I'm not. So
Well,
Tom.
good job that you guys are starting.
yeah, I've got
to
a
do it.
project to do where I've got to cite shit that I've researched,
That's
which is a problem
yeah.
because that means I have to research.
Guys,
shit.
we're not turning the news
Yeah,
segment
it's
into
not a
let's
uni
complain about
segment.
universities.
Okay, the last piece of news is actually kind of interesting.
Ooh.
So you know the movie Akira.
Yes, I do.
Have you heard of Akira,
A
Jonathan?
little known movie called
No.
Akira.
It is actually kind of, well, it's not really little. It's kind of little. Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
it was this big movie in the 80s, I think. This anime movie. And it was supposed to be the film that, like, brought anime back to being, like, a mainstream thing. It's what, like,
happened
popularized
eventually,
anime.
so.
Yeah. It's what kind of popular... As far as I'm aware, we're not researching this. Take my word for it. It popularized anime in the 80s. I don't like the movie because I hate everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
You only
But-
like bad things and you hate all the good
There's
stuff.
someone who does like this movie. There's one person out there who likes it.
Me.
And that is Taika Waititi.
Oh.
No.
Who's a big old fan and is currently, or not currently, making a live action remake of this movie.
He's got a lot of
For
shit on his
anyone who
plate.
cares listening to the podcast, me and Tom are massive fans of Taika Waititi.
Hang on, I am too.
Jonathan
Yeah.
hates him because he's from New Zealand.
Yeah, Tom's right.
Jonathan is
God damn it.
racist
Jo-
to people
Jonathan's
from New
right.
Zealand.
No, you're
Yeah,
racist.
but
Tom.
I'm half.
Wait,
I'm
yeah, I was
half
gonna say,
Australian,
yeah,
so
you've
Yeah,
got
so
I
you
just
Australian.
have to hate them.
You hate
Yeah.
New Zealand.
After the Great Pavlova Wars,
Yeah.
there's been great tension.
Those of you might not know, I'm actually from New Zealand.
For those,
So-
It's not true.
for
I
those-
thought you guys were
I
going to call
thought
me
you-
out on it.
I thought like some of your family might be from them, and that's what you
No.
were getting at. Like
Oh,
that's
I should have
entirely
just pretended.
For-
Why do I have
For
to
those who
correct
care,
myself?
I am actually New Zealand.
You are New Zealand
country.
country.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
you do look a bit like a hobbit.
A couple of months ago, they introduced this thing where they were going to drop.
It does work.
Now listen to this fact.
Yeah.
They were going to drop poison-laced sausages
Oh, sweet.
across New Zealand to kill feral cats. Moving on. Anyway, this Akira live-action remake.
I'll tell you, if they did that in the UK, I would not be alive.
No.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the North would be.
Sausages raining from the sky.
Speaking of the north,
No,
Asgard's in the north.
that is.
And the reason Akira has been delayed is because Taika Waititi is making Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep.
He's also, interestingly enough,
Yeah.
since we're talking about Taika Waititi works, he's going to be a director in one of the Mandalorian
I know.
episodes.
I said that
Has
last
anyone
week.
seen the
So
film?
thanks for that.
Has
You're
anyone seen the film that's
Recap
just
time.
come out? I think it's just
No,
come out,
Jojo
yes.
Rabbit comes out in the next year, first of next year, I think.
Oh, does it?
The
I thought
Hitler
it was-
one.
Not out yet. It's
No,
not
it comes out next year. It's
Can we
been out
watch
in
it?
festivals. It,
That'll be it then.
I mean, yeah, it looks
wanna
pretty
see it.
shit, but whatever.
Oh, I think it looks great.
I think it looks great.
Well, you know me. I always think everything looks shit.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, moving on. But there's another piece of news. Oh man, I'm so low energy today. Right. There's another piece of news.
Come on, we can't have another Mario.
Oh, right.
Just do it.
Do you want some chocolate cake?
Quick, Tom.
No, I'm fine. Right.
Listen to Jonathan singing to pep you up.
Or just get that fear,
Right, yeah,
flight
let's
or
go.
flight
We're
reflex
clicking.
going.
We're clicking.
I'm not singing.
Jonathan.
No. This isn't what's happening now.
Sing. Jonathan's
You get the
gonna
irony
sing.
of this, right?
Jonathan's gonna
This
sing.
isn't happening. I'm not going to start singing on cue.
What
when
if you
guys-
start clicking towards you menacingly?
Like it's West Side Story. Let's
I mean,
not
you'll
click.
get slapped before I start singing.
Right. The other piece of news, which will appease Owen because he hates women,
Cheeky.
is that Taika Waititi has confirmed that Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be a Thor-centric movie and not Portman-centric. Not Natalie Portman-centric.
Hooray!
Cool.
Owen hates women.
No, I
Yeah,
So
Owen
he's
does hate
really
women.
glad that the muscular, manly Thor is the only character in that movie, and they're killing off Natalie Portman at the very beginning.
gay.
To be
That's
honest-
confirmed.
To be honest,
Well, you got a problem with gays?
I knew that was coming. I said that. I was like, oh, that's not going to go well.
Oh man, I've edited all this out. Right. Anyway, so yeah, look, I mean, of course, it's called Thor: Love and Thunder.
No law and order.
Yeah.
oh my god, is this a reboot of
It is.
fucking...
It is. It's an Asgardian-centric detective
It's
series
the reboot of fucking...
where Thor is a detective and Loki commits every crime.
I thought...
But he has to get like individually tried for each of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like as if he
I thought it
hasn't
was
done
going to
it just
be-
1,000
I
times.
thought it was going to be a sequel to the Judge Dredd movie
It
with
is.
Sylvester Stallone.
It is, yeah, not the new Judge Dredd. Look, I think this is fine. I think what it's gonna be is it's gonna be Thor centric in the way that the new James Bond is gonna be James Bond centric, but the ending will be the end of the main
Right.
character, and we'll kind of start
It makes sense.
we'll start to introduce a new character, which I think is Natalie Portman. I think she's been signed on for a bunch of new movies or whatever. And James Bond, I know that
is
he's
that?
gone.
I don't know how Natalie Portman's going to do. Because she hasn't been in any of the good Thor films.
No, but
Yeah.
she's been in good comic book movies. She was in V for Vendetta.
She was, but that's a very different character.
Yeah.
That is a different character, but she is. I mean,
She
she was
is
in
like-
Star
I mean,
Wars.
she's been in good. She's a good actress. She's been in good shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but in Star Wars you couldn't tell whether it was Natalie Portman or Keira Knightley.
that's true. Have you seen Annihilation? She's really good in Annihilation.
I haven't seen that,
Netflix
yeah.
movie. Watch it. It's really good. Anyway,
Oh wait, the one with the...
the bear that
Yeah.
screams. It's really good. Very good.
Cool.
Speaks in a human voice. This bear. Fucking terrifying, man. Anyway, I think Natalie
So
Portman.
does Yogi Bear.
Right. Yeah, but is Yogi Bear like deformed? Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't seen Yogi Bear. I don't know what it is. Right.
He
Look,
might be these days.
I think it's fine. Natalie Portman's great. Everyone loves a bit of Natalie Portman.
She's alright.
And I think
That sounds a bit.
if they do it this way, I think it's the best way of introducing Natalie Portman properly to the Marvel universe
Like,
and
yeah.
kind of handing
Reinventing
over
a character
Here's the thing, like,
with a hammer.
I'm being very sort of... I'm drawing away from a lot of the new Marvel movies. Not because, like, I think they're bad. I just haven't heard anything, like, massively interesting.
But you have to
So I'm like,
remember that before
Yeah,
Iron Man 1,
alright.
nobody knew who
Yeah.
Iron Man was.
Yeah.
Like, literally nobody
Yeah.
cared who he was. And then Iron Man 1 came out, and everyone was like, eh. And then
Well-
Iron Man 2 came out, and it's like, oh, okay, this guy's...
Iron Man 1 came out and everyone was like, oh, this is a decent film.
Yeah, and then the more Iron Man movies came out, the
And then-
more people realised he was a like, stable character.
Yeah, Iron Man I think came, like, it became clear that Iron Man was definitely, like, the right person for the head,
Yeah.
with Captain America to, like, head up the MCU with the Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, basically, every character currently in this MCU, nobody knew who they were, apart from maybe Captain America
Spider-Man.
and Spider-Man.
Everyone
Like,
knew
nobody knew who Thor was.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking weird and he's like
Yeah.
silly, but nobody knew who he was.
Hulk.
And now he's like everyone's
People
favorite
knew
character. Yeah, Hulk's been a big thing for a while.
But the really far out ones are like Hawkeye.
Yeah, Guardians of the
Black
Galaxy.
Widow,
Nobody knew who
all
they
the
were.
Guardians of the
Well,
Galaxy.
remember when Guardians of the Galaxy came out and everyone was like, "This is Marvel's big risk,"
Yeah.
because these are characters that
So
just no one knows.
I think it's fair enough to assume that you can't really say, oh, I don't want to watch it because I don't know who these characters are, because we now love all these characters from the current Marvel
Yeah.
universe. So we're probably
Also,
gonna like.
it just doesn't matter to me.
No, they're
the comic
they're
book.
good at making movies. They've proven this. Anyway, this is not the Marvel.
Yeah, no,
we're not discussing
on
Marvel.
Marvel podcast.
But anyway,
What
that's
were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Thor.
Thor, I think.
Well, actually, we were talking about Taika Waititi, right?
Yeah, we were.
Look, I think that's everything. I think that I had
Is-
news wise.
Is our
It
news
is.
segment done? Oh,
No, because
Well-
I have one thing to mention.
Okay,
I
well-
want to see what your guys
Sorry, yeah, no, this is the end of the news segment. Now we're beginning the one segment that was going to
Jonathan's
be in the
less
news.
important news, which has a jingle. You ready? Jonathan's less important news is coming up right now. Go,
Oh, that's nice.
go for it.
I just want to see what your
Sorry,
reaction
we're
to this
taking-
more than anything else.
I'm terrified.
But Pirates of the Caribbean's being rebooted.
Eh.
I don't give a shit.
Look,
Yeah, I
look,
don't give
yeah.
a shit.
This is, but it's so soon after the franchise died.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing: Pirates of the Caribbean 1 is the best. 2's not bad. 3 is okay.
Yeah.
They should have finished there.
4 was
is
bad.
just
It was a bad film.
it,
It like it,
forgettable.
Yeah,
is
it was
what
a
I call
forgettable
it.
film.
Forgettable.
Five
Is the steaming pile.
Five
of
is a
crap.
living train
Yeah,
wreck.
it's-
Well, it's a dead train wreck.
It's
really.
so bad.
All right, calm down. It's just Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, it's a really
Yeah.
bad film. But they're rebooting it, and
Look, Gore Verbinski, who directed the first three Pirates of the
I
Caribbean
think
movies.
the first director's coming back.
He's really good, and if he comes back to do it, I think it can be saved. Because
Yeah.
I think he
I just-
knows what Pirates of the Caribbean should
Yeah.
be, and it should be
I
not
assume
Captain
it's going
Jack.
to be a reboot in terms of tone and sort of rather than character. Like, I don't think they're going to try and recast Captain Jack Sparrow. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
they are.
pointless.
He's too old now.
No, but they just won't have the character anymore.
Oh yeah, no, get rid
Yeah,
of him.
do like a.
But I think get rid of him. 'Cause he's shit.
They'll have a replacement sort of
'Cause
character.
the thing
But
Captain-
hopefully they won't just try and make the new character just a new Captain Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow is like that kind of the fat kid in like the Goonies, where it's like he's fine because
You
he's
like
he's
him.
he's a comic relief, but he shouldn't be in it as much as
I
he
mean,
is.
the reason that 4 and 5 failed, I think, is because they thought Captain Jack could hold up the movies without Will and
Well,
Morgan
in
Elizabeth. That's
Yeah.
it.
In the first movie, he's not really like a main character, and he was never meant
No,
to be the
no,
main
he wasn't,
character.
yeah.
Will was,
Yeah,
and then he kind of like I think because of Johnny Depp's performance, he kind of like
definitely.
Sneak
John Depp
in.
was really good at it at the beginning. He was.
Poor Johnny Depp though. What a sad guy. He's got like really bad alcoholism, and all of his wives hate him, and he's just like a sad dude. Johnny Depp, if you're listening, man, all right, shout out to you.
Talk to us, man. What's going on?
Send us a message at send us a
Johnny
message
Depp.
johnnydepp.com.
Maybe just retire.
Yeah, oh man, go do your music career. That's what everyone wants.
It doesn't matter if no one
And your-
listens
and
to
your
it, man,
Savage
because you're
career.
doing you and you've got a
Yeah.
fuck ton of money.
Go do more of those perfume adverts because that's what everyone likes you in.
Yeah.
Where you don't speak. Ah, that was
Johnny
rude.
Depp looked good in those perfume ads than in everything else now.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Johnny Depp.
Maybe I
Okay.
should get perfect.
Should we have a moment of silence for Johnny Depp?
He's not dead.
No, but
When his career is.
Yeah.
Now let's have a moment of silence.
Yeah. When the fuck is the sync clap?
I've done it
coming, man?
twice!
Have you? But I know.
I was
you need
really
to
hoping
say-
you'd do it then, but I was like, he's not
You
going
need
to do
to
it. So
say
I'm like,
sync clap. Otherwise, I don't know when it's the sync clap. It could be a clap.
Sync clap.
Yeah, but then you need to clap. Right? Do you understand what syncing is? It's when you make a loud sound that I can sync the audio to the video.
You're not syncing it
Which
to
we
anything
don't-
anyway.
I
We have
know.
no audio at all.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yep.
I'm aware.
I know, man.
Okay, we're moving on to the next segment because I think the news is done, right? Does
Yeah.
anyone have,
Yeah.
have any? Okay.
Yeah, so on to...
Next segment is the discussion segment, which is the one where
Oh,
it's the
God.
least funny segment. We talk for a bit and then we move on to a better segment.
If we're
This
talking about
seg-
one thing we're talking about,
This
that
Yeah.
should be
segment
interesting.
is a rant
Are you ready for the theme song?
Yeah,
Go
go
on.
on.
Owen, go for it. You haven't done a theme
You
song
want some?
yet.
Yeah.
You have to do one.
Segment, sync, clap.
Yeah, but what's the song?
Oh, that was painful.
That was.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's, the moment is past. I mean, next time when I say do a song, otherwise you're off the cat.
Jesus, stop.
You're gone.
This is the third time you've kicked me off the podcast.
Yeah, and you're still here.
How long
You
have we
won't
been
let
recording
me
for?
leave.
Oh, probably too long. I'm so out of energy, but we've got way more stuff to talk about.
We do.
And my favourite segment, 48 minutes.
Okay, we're
That's
doing
not
well.
bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're actually doing well.
Okay, look, the next segment is about the new Barbie movie that's coming out.
Yeah,
which doesn't
I'm
exist.
excited.
Why do I keep ruining my own jokes? All right.
I'm shocked that
Let's just be
Jason
serious.
Momoa is playing Barbie.
Yeah, I'm amazed by that. But he's in everything now. Yeah,
Yeah.
just topless Jason Momoa.
There
He's
is
also
a,
playing
wait, there is a Bob.
Is it?
Have I like accidentally?
I don't know, but you said it, and then I like.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Somewhere in my head, I got a vague memory of Margot Robbie being cast in the Barbie movie.
Oh, that would not be.
I don't know if that's a true thing or my memory's just invented something.
So I don't know if
I think we should move on.
the a million listeners that we
Maybe
have.
that was a dream I had once.
Last week, Jonathan brought up Mario, and we felt really bad that we
Yeah.
didn't get to talk
Oh
about it.
no, I don't want to talk
So-
about it anymore.
Oh my god.
So
I said this to you guys. I don't care. I literally explicitly said I don't care
you've
about talking
taken
about
half an hour for your Mario segment.
We put aside some time to
Do
discuss.
you know
Mario.
how much this we had to put into to plan this?
Right, you ready for the Mario segment?
I planned it with you.
You guys ready for the Mario segment? Owen, go ahead, sing the song.
Super Mario.
Alright, great. That was all
You
the
want me
time
to-
we had for this.
Yeah, okay, good. That's good for me.
We're
Right.
moving on. Right, the proper segment that we're talking about today is I was just trying to decide whether to do another joke or not, but I can't be asked. Is Fallout 76.
Well,
alright.
specifically, we're talking about Bethesda in general.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll give some context for those who listen who don't know, which I think is quite a lot of people.
It might probably.
Yeah.
Like Katie doesn't know and she's already a
Yeah,
listener.
so-
So Katie, for you, we're gonna explain
Shout
Fallout
out to
76.
Specifically for Katie.
Shout out to Katie. Right, moving on.
Again.
Yeah, she gets all the shout outs.
Yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by Tom's girlfriend Katie.
Dedicated-
Hello, Katie.
All right, moving on. She's going to appreciate that, I'm sure. Okay. All her friends listen to it.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they don't. All
It's
right.
gonna be one of our recurring.
Can you explain that I can go get cake? I really want cake.
Go get cake.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
get cake.
All right, I'm going to pause it while Jonathan goes.
No,
get-
don't pause it. Just explain. I'm
Okay,
just being
okay.
here.
This is our Jonathan pausing segment.
Right. Fallout 76 was a game released by Bethesda, who are famous for making the Elder Scrolls series and the Fallout series.
Well, Fallout since Fallout 3.
Yes. All right, Owen.
It's important to know the
It
difference.
is. It is. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so critical of you guys, but I am.
Well, you've kicked me off the podcast 3 times.
I have.
More soon if you don't shut up.
Right. Anyway, Fallout 76 was an online-only version of Fallout, and it was trash. It was so bad.
Like there was so much of it that was.
use of past tense.
Yes, because it's dead. Last week we talked about Fallout 76, didn't we? Because there was news about
We mentioned
about the
it, I think.
NPC update.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so basically the NPC update would have added.
character playables.
Yes.
I don't know if any of this is being picked up.
I'm gonna. You know what?
Right, there might have been a bit of a hard cut there.
Yeah, we're back. we had a bit of a cake break.
We
Man,
did.
That was
I
just.
apologise. That was all
No,
my
no,
fault.
it's fine. It was just. I think.
I was apologising to them, not you.
Yeah, I'm saying it's fine for them. I'm
Yeah.
speaking on their behalf. I know them.
Don't put words into Tom's mouth.
The only
like Tom's
person who
putting
listens is
words-
Katie. Shout out to Katie, and I know Katie, so I'm saying it's fine on her behalf. Right, moving on.
Right, back to Fallout.
Look, Fallout 76 online Fallout game. Many people didn't like it. It's recently delayed its NPC launch, which was very controversial because it was going to be the only thing that saved the game. But
It's not.
it's not as controversial as
Yeah.
what they've just announced. This is after they announced this after the NPC delay.
So do you know how everyone loves subscription services?
Yeah, you know how you love losing money every month to something that you basically don't use anyway.
You love overpaying.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna love Fallout First, which is just an awful title for it, by the way.
It really
Which
is.
look,
I mean, it's not.
I've got a list of everything that it adds. I've got a quote here actually.
Oh.
I mean, ads is a.
So
It adds very little.
Yeah.
well, we'll give the facts and then we can give our opinions on it.
Well,
It costs £12 a month,
Yeah.
I think, and
An extortionate.
you don't need it. Okay, this
No.
it's still a pay and then you
It's
get
a
it.
premium thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's basically extra benefit.
It's like
And this isn't-
Spotify,
yeah.
where you have like the base version and then you can pay for
This
premium.
isn't the first thing to do it. Obviously, like RuneScape has done it for
Yeah.
ages, and all this other
Minecraft
stuff.
does it for private service.
Yeah.
Most MMOs
And
have
look,
a subscription service of some kind.
It's not an inherently bad thing, but in RuneScape, the game is free unless you pay the subscription
Yeah.
service. And Minecraft, for example, the only thing that you pay for is basically to have like a private server.
Yeah, it's
Which
not,
is
it's
like-
not paying for anything
Yeah.
to the game.
Which,
it's
by the
paying-
way, Fallout 76 already does now. You have to pay for private servers. That's
Yeah.
something that they've already announced. But look, it's a it's a subscription service. It's whatever. So here's the quote directly from Bethesda, I think. Fallout First includes a raft of features players of the online-only Fallout game have called for since launch, such as private worlds with mod support to come later, a scrap box for unlimited junk storage, a survival tent that creates a new placeable fast travel point with a stashed sleeping bag and more, 1,650 atoms per month to use in the shop, the Ranger armor outfit, and exclusive icons and emotes. Look, first of all, atoms is the like premium currency.
Yeah.
You pay real money and you get atoms, and then you can use it to buy skins. This is fucking awful.
I'd like to
This
say
is-
most things on the shop, Fallout 76, stuff from Fallout 4.
Also,
Yeah.
this Ranger armor is ripped from Vegas. They've just like
I
improved the
assume
texture.
the atoms that you get are like a one-off thing when you get the.
No, you get it every month. You get
Okay, you
atoms every
get
month.
you get an allowance.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
hell.
you're basically paying £12 for like basically a little bit extra comfort
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah,
like,
for
this is-
stuff that should be in the game anyway.
Yeah, or like
The thing
unlimited
is,
storage.
The stuff on that list is incredibly similar to things for Elder Scrolls Online. However, the Elder Scrolls Online is a genuinely good game.
Yeah, and it's also a
Yeah.
one-time purchase.
And yeah, it's a one-time purchase.
Look, it's so kind of it's a crap deal.
It's so incredibly shit. It sort of boggles your mind to know where to start.
Yeah, exactly. And this is kind of reminiscent of, recently Mario Kart Tour came out, right?
Yeah.
And they've got a similar thing where you pay $5.99 a month
Yeah.
and you get a bunch of crap that should be in the game already. Like you get 200cc, which is like the best, the fastest mode, whatever. And look, I think this is one of many scummy things that Bethesda have done.
Oh, yeah. It's,
do we need the list?
This is not new.
and can you
from-
imagine trying to compile that list?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? There's the whole bag.
Yeah,
canvas
there was
bag.
the canvas
Canvas
bag
bags,
bullshit, yeah.
So this is the thing. Bethesda were known to be like the greatest company in the world before Fallout 76.
No, but this
This
is...
really took it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Can you imagine? I really can't wait for the next E3.
it's
Oh.
not going to be good. I mean, when they
Oh.
E3 this year was when they announced that they were adding NPCs, and they said, "Oh, and like we're finally adding in NPCs." Everyone get excited, and it's like, look, this isn't something that you should be like proud to
I
announce.
think-
It should have been something that should have been in the game before, and you're now like, sorry, we didn't add it.
I think Fallout 76 might fuck up Bethesda so much that at some point during one E3, they're just going to have to sacrifice Todd Howard on stage.
Yeah.
Just throw him to the crowd and be like, blame it all on him! And watch as they just tear him apart. And that's the only way that people will be satisfied.
Turn into that one scene from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
I think, look, like you say before Fallout 76, Bethesda were fine. And they were always consistently getting Game of the Year as well, which is like a big achievement. Everyone lauded Tom Howard as being like, oh, he's the best. Tom Howard, me. Tom Howard, Todd Howard.
We've got what?
I'm just thinking too much about myself all the time. so-
Guerrero del Toro.
No, Gilmero Del
Gil-
Toro.
Gilmero.
Tom Howard. Who were best mates, by the way.
We're
That's
just
a fact.
we're really bad at names.
Yeah, I'm related to both of them. Anyway, look.
That's not how first names work.
Well, my first name isn't Gilmero though. I said I'm related to both of them. Anyway,
Okay, that's not how.
Are they both from New Zealand?
they're both from New Zealand. They're both my cousins from New Zealand. Look, I think Todd Howard is going to retire, and not because he wants to, but because they're going to force him out.
Scapegoat him all the way?
Yeah, I think he's going to be like, oh,
I don't know.
I've made
It
some great
depends how
games,
much
I'm
he
happy."
actually does in the company, like on the business side.
Well, he's
I think
a-
they might retire him from
creative
public.
director.
But that's it. He's like basically the lead. He's the guy that says this is what this game needs to have. And
I can't
keeps...
imagine that but surely there's someone else pushing for the business in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
There
no.
will be.
Fallout 76, yes, but that game was trash on its own. As a
was.
game, it's not good.
It was.
And I think, a lot of people are blaming Todd Howard. A lot of people have a lot of,
Well,
anger at Todd
here's-
Can they
Todd
just-
Howard.
Todd Howard. Here's the thing. I don't think they will, because Todd Howard is their creative director and has been since. Oh God. Sorry, I just
Editing that out.
Yeah, edit
no,
that-
don't.
Edit that bit
Up
out.
the volume of it.
Remix it.
Yeah.
He's been the creative director for years, since before Fallout 3, I think.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the first one he was creative director.
Bethesda existed before Fallout 3.
Yes.
Don't you
What do
dare
you mean?
say anything
Didn't
bad
Oblivion
about
come
our
out before Fallout 3?
Did it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was.
Oh, okay.
I'm borrowing.
I
What
realised
are
I
you
didn't play
talking-
video games around here. Like, I don't know. Back then.
Yeah, they won't get rid of him unless they have someone ready to fill that position, and as far as we know, they don't.
Look,
Well, I mean, we don't know about Bethesda.
This is what's
They
super
tried to make us
baffling
know
for me.
about Bethesda in the last E3 so we wouldn't hate them all.
This is what's super baffling for me, right? This is a game that is already full of controversy, right?
Yeah.
And Bethesda have made so many cock-ups. Like they released everyone's credit card.
They tried to
information
be
or whatever.
like, oh, we're sorry, we'll try and do better. Here's a bunch of people that work for us. You can't hate these lovely faces. Look at them.
Well, exactly, yeah.
They-
But they're,
As well, did
they're
they
just
They
trash.
tried to resell
Can-
the original Doom games for
Yeah.
extortionate
No.
prices.
To be fair, they're priced fairly reasonably. On the Switch, I think
Alright.
it's $3.99 for Doom 2 and
Tom, I don't
$2.99
believe
for...
someone who bought
Yeah,
Skyrim.
you
for
don't know
the-
reasonable pricing if
No, no,
him slam you in the
I-
face.
would you
You
not
bought
say that-
Skyrim!
Would you not say that's a good amount
To be
for that
fair,
game?
those games are more expensive on Steam, where you
Yeah.
probably usually buy them.
One thing I should point out about Fallout first, though, is that a lot of the stuff that they put with it doesn't work. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
No.
Really?
Tell us
Okay,
more.
first thing, the
Tell us
private
more.
servers aren't really private. Other people can get in them.
Oh.
And there are people that have bought private servers, gone on it, and then they've shown that of signs that other people have been there, like corpses and things and they've proven basically that
That sort of
you can
defeats
get
the
onto.
purpose.
Yeah. The
Welcome
other
to
thing,
our private server. The door's open.
scrapbox that it gives you with
Yeah.
it, which is essentially something that you put all your junk
Yeah,
in,
sure.
and it stores as much junk as you want, and then you can use
wait,
it to
does
build all
it
your
have
stuff.
a...
It deletes the shit that you put in it. It just deletes it.
Ooh, that's not good.
Which is if anyone,
That's not what you
if
want
you
for
know, if
storage.
if you've played Fallout 4, you know how much junk is actually important
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
It's essentially what you use to build everything. It just and it's just buggy. It's
dear.
really buggy.
I mean, that's been this game from day one. It's always been a buggy mess,
Yeah,
and they've
oh,
just
yeah.
not done anything to
It's
fix
absolutely
it.
Fallout 76.
But look.
on it. I mean, I think they're top prioritizing fixing this mainly, or they definitely said that they're fixing the scrapbox, and mainly because it's stopping them getting more money if they
Sure.
don't. I don't know about the
I
server
think, look, because they also did that Battle Royale mode, which has been held indefinitely in beta stage or whatever. Like, it's not been fully...
God, I forgot
I'm not
about
going to look this up, but as far as I'm aware, their Battle Royale mode is just kind of on hold.
Yeah.
Right? Which is good, because Battle Royale modes suck. But here's my thing, right? Make the game free and add a subscription service. Right? Because then it's not as controversial. Because then it's, okay, yeah, you're paying $12.99 a month, but you're getting extra shit that you don't necessarily
It's
need.
controversial to the people that paid 50 quid for it.
100%, yeah. But look, make it free.
As well, if you make it a free service with a subscription service,
Yeah.
then you suddenly change what people are sort of expecting from development time. Because if you release a full price game, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
People will be hounding you, like, get this fixed, get it working, get it
Yeah.
now. I've spent how much I've spent on it now. I want it working now. If you make it free, there's a certain sort of leeway people tend to give updates and things.
Yeah.
So like MMOs, they go on for years and years and years, and like there's certain
Sure.
things that don't get fixed for crazy amounts of time when you think about it. But people are okay with that, well, not okay, but people are accepting of that because
Yeah.
it is a free service. You're getting what you get for free.
Sure.
So, like, it's sort of, you're in that mentality of don't complain, you've sort of already got it. But then at the same time, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's not a justification, but.
Yeah.
No. It's at what point does it just become better to ditch Fallout
Ditch
76?
it.
Ditch
Yes.
it, yeah, no,
Already
ditch it now.
ditch it.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Like, if,
Just
you,
be like-
if you ditch it, you can move all those
Yeah.
people they've got working on 76.
This
I
is-
mean, don't get me wrong, you've got the people that are like, you know, paid money for it and like keep the servers running, I guess.
This is
if
what
you
I would
want.
do. This is what I would do, right? Get rid of the subscription service, make it free, right? And then make a like public announcement. Tom Howard comes out, right? He's like,
Wow.
this is for my cousin
Guillermo
Tom.
del Toro.
they all come out and they say, look, we're ditching Fallout 76. We're sorry. It was a mistake. It didn't work out. We're really sorry. Also, here's some like
Here's
footage from
Starfield,
Elder Scrolls
Elder
6.
Scrolls
Yeah, yeah, and then everyone goes, oh, what?
Yeah.
What was Fallout?
No, because honestly, if they did that, I think, at least for me, I'd be like, all right, okay, at least you're admitting that it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Just
The problem is, I think the only way that, because there are people that are like exclusively fans of Fallout that don't like other Bethesda stuff. So if they ditch it for something else, like Elder Scrolls or something,
yeah, although I think
they
there is
might just.
a big hype, or like Starfield or whatever it's called.
This is the thing. This is what I'm wondering if they're going to do. If they're doing what they can, but then they're sort of just going to put it on the back burner when Starfield gets announced.
Yeah, because I just think, look, there's nothing you can add to it now apart from NPCs. But even with NPCs,
Wait.
that can fix this game.
The
No,
game
it's
has to be
mechanically broken as
reworked
much
from
as-
the
Yeah.
ground up.
Yeah, you need to remake Fallout 76. Just come out and be like, look, we really wanted to try and make an online Fallout game. It was a failed experiment.
Didn't
We're really
work.
sorry. You know,
Made a complete.
it's now
total asses
free.
of ourselves.
It's now free. So anyone who wants to play, it, like, bring your mates on, whatever. We're ditching the subscription service because it's crap. And here's some footage from Starfield or whatever, right? Or like here's like a concept trailer from Starfield because we don't know anything about that game.
No, we
Yeah.
don't.
And I just think that would, but it's not going to happen because they're like, we can still make money. But the thing is, it's like, okay, everyone's complaining about this subscription service, but clearly people are paying for it,
Yeah.
right? At least for a month.
Yeah, but the thing is, someone will pay for anything.
It's just people with
Do
loads
you
of money.
get? Do you, there are like, I mean, it's just statistics that it'll happen, but there are some people that genuinely defend Fallout 76 to the death. Probably big fans of Fallout who will like
Yeah, I mean,
defend
like,
the series to the death and just
like there's
whatever
there's
comes out.
always
They'll be like,
defenders of absolutely terrible pieces of work, like
Yeah.
The Last Jedi and Tom.
Tom Howard loves that film. Right? Leave him alone.
a lot of people do like Last
Look,
Jedi.
Look, I love Fallout 4. It's my favourite Fallout game. I'm going to say it here on the podcast. Fallout 4
Yeah,
is a great
I-
game. And Fallout 76 is close to Fallout 4 in terms
I
of
give-
gunplay.
I'll give you this. Mechanically, Fallout 4 is the best
Yeah.
Bethesda Fallout. It's a bit harder to determine with the older ones because they're such a radically different style.
I didn't realise how
Story-wise, though, it's not great.
poorly made the Fallout 4 and just sort of Bethesda's Fallout games are until 2 days ago when I picked up a new game, which is everything that Fallout, which is everything that Fallout should be. And we'll be talking about it more in a few minutes.
I think
I thought that was a decent segue.
that would have been a good segue, man.
Yeah.
Well, we can segue it.
No. Well, do I have anything else to say?
Well, exactly. I didn't want to segue it
Yeah,
without
I
knowing if
feel
you
like
guys
we've said.
Oh no, I do actually have
Oh,
something else to say. There's a
go
bit of
for it,
news
go for
behind
it.
it, but as a kind of final word on it,
Fuck Bethesda.
no, because
That's my final word.
I kind of like bits of the map of Fallout 76 because it's really like
That
green
is-
and tree.
That is the incredibly worst compliment I've ever heard from a
But
video
here's the
game.
thing.
It
Here's
looks nice.
here's my problem with
Bits
the
of
map.
it look a bit green.
Trees, I think, just benefit any world map. I think it makes it much better, right?
What about the ocean?
Yeah, I think so too. Add the ocean, why not?
I mean,
But
Chuck a redwood.
The problem is-
underwater.
Tom Howard came out and he was like, "This map is going to be 4 times the size and 16 times the detail, right?" Now,
is that what he said?
yeah. Now here's
Well, they got no people.
let's see if I remember my bit of maths, right? Let's say that the original map was obviously like it's 1 times the size, right? It's one size, right? Which means that it had 4 times detail, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's 4 times the size and 16 times the detail, then it logically works
4
out.
times 16
Yeah.
is you should have 64 times the amount of stuff in it.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that means, but in my head, right, this
Right.
makes sense. in my head, if it's 1 times the size,
You're
that
asking the
means it
wrong
has
person.
4 times the detail. Or 4
If
times
it's the same
amount
size,
of
if it's
detail.
4 times more detailed, then if it's the same size, it will have the 4
Yeah.
times more detail. Yeah.
Yeah. So that just means it's got the same amount of detail, just on a bigger scale. So it's still not. It's still not got any extra detail.
You see, I thought he was saying it was 4 times the detail per area, not just for the whole
No,
map.
he said 4
'Cause
times
that's
the
what-
size, 16 times the detail. But
Oh,
to me,
yeah,
that sounds
okay.
like he's saying it's just bigger, and we've just stretched out the amount of detail, but it's still not got that much detail.
I take detail as being stuff per area.
Yes,
Rather than
I think so too. But to me, it sounds like it's not got any. It's not actually got any extra.
Okay.
this is just a math
Yeah,
argument.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
we
but
should
anyway,
stop arguing
no.
about the semantics
This
of
this
what...
leads into, it's such an empty map,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel like a real place. Like Fallout 4 feels real because you've got like these alleyways and these streets and all this stuff.
Open
Where
world.
real people live. The
Open
outback.
world games are made not by the size of their map, but the density of it. And you're gonna stop banging on the table.
Yeah, I'm just realising maybe the mic didn't pick up any of that.
No, it will have. No. Open world maps don't size.
sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Open size. Open. Oh, you've got me unable to speak now.
Open-sized.
Open sized worlds.
Yeah, not close sized.
The size of open worlds
The
doesn't matter
size
as
of
much as making sure. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, okay.
Open worlds don't matter as much
As the density of the world.
as
Yes,
the density.
I agree.
Obviously, if they've got the density and the size, it's great. But
Yeah.
it matters basically how much stuff you've got to do.
That's
with it.
why
Yeah.
Yakuza is such a good game, or like the original Shenmue games, because they're small maps.
If you're gonna have an open bit, it needs to be there for effect.
Yeah,
Like a open battlefield with loads of corpses.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If that's like barren and you just end up walking across the whole thing with your corpses, that works because
Like
because you
The Witcher
get the
3's
sense
got
of
a
the
couple
scale.
of good examples
Yeah,
of that.
that's what that's literally what I was thinking of.
sure, I agree.
But otherwise than that, if you spend all your time on I don't know a horse or just walking or whatever, and you're just walking through towns doing bugger all, or
Yeah.
just through on roads and stuff, then you're just gonna get bored.
It's kind of my big problem with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, is there's a lot of time of just on your horse going from place to place.
Yeah.
To the point that it even has an auto ride
Yeah,
feature where
no,
you can
that
just
is
put your
true.
controller down and let it ride.
It's a pretty game though.
Oh, it's very nice looking, yeah.
Some parts of it are green.
Would you like to hear the news behind Fallout first?
Oh, have we finally gotten to the point of this segment?
It's a bit no.
Wait, have we not got to the news?
No.
no,
That's not whole thing not been
Sorry.
there.
A bit of extra news.
What have we been talking about for the past
I
20
don't know.
minutes?
It's a bit of a mean news, all right. There's this guy called David Chapman,
Oh wait, no, I think I know.
and
exactly
he's
what you're talking
purchased Fallout First domain before Bethesda did, and
Okay.
all it has on it is a rant about Fallout First.
Wait, did he do it after Fallout First was announced?
I guess so.
about. How do you not buy the domain
I don't know.
before?
I
Yeah.
don't know because
That's
yeah,
mad.
I guess they were like, well, what are we gonna do with it? But yeah, he's bought it. So
Guess what I'm doing now?
You're searching for.
well, I don't know
Fallout
if because he said he would sell it to them if they asked. If they asked for it, he said
Do
he
you
would
know
give it
what
up.
the thing is? Is it Fallout First?
I don't know. No, I can't remember. I can have a look. I've got it on the thing on whatever. Where was it? Oh, how did I forget this news?
So-
There's another piece of news.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it says it's just a thing saying Fallout, fuck you first. or
What did you
something.
type in?
Falloutfirst.com.
Oh yeah, it is. It's just falloutfirst.com. Yeah.
For all our audio listeners.
It says private world scrap boxes and more coming to Fallout 76 with Fallout fuck you first. Now coming is not spelled correctly.
Oh man, Richard.
I don't think I need to go into more detail there.
No.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of
is-
funny.
That is funny.
That is
He's made it look like a proper website as well.
Yes, and he seems like a genuine dude. He basically was like, "Look, I'm doing this because I'm sick of Bethesda, and I want to send them a message.
What a
and
mad lad.
if they want it, they can have it. Like, I'm not going to keep this up if they don't want me to. Like, if they come knocking,
I mean, I'm
gonna
pretty
give it
sure
up.
they don't want him to.
No, I know, but if they sent him a letter, he was like, "Yeah, I'll stop it." But
He's probably
I'm making
a
a
bit scared of
statement.
being sued more
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
Speaking of being sued, we forgot a bit of
Defamation.
news from. It's the news, the news, the news. Yeah, that was definitely the jingle for it. Guess Epic is suing. I said Guess
Oh,
Epic.
of course.
Epic is suing a Fortnite tester for leaking Chapter 2 map, swimming, and more. That's all the news from that. It's just
okay.
epic being epic.
Sorry, guys.
I just saw it and I was
Wait,
like,
when you say epic being epic, do you mean epic
Yeah.
being the company
Yeah.
epic or epic
Yeah.
being
I
super
know-
rare?
to be fair though, I get why, because like that's not.
well, the guy who leaked it was, I think, a beta tester or something for
I mean,
them.
if a company hires you to test their product and you
Yes,
leak it, then
he
that's
got
on,
given a
like,
non-disclosure
you're an idiot if
agreement.
you-
Well, yeah, if you sign a non-disclosure.
I've been
agreement.
doing law in my journalism masters, and we've been learning about breach of confidence, and this, my friends, is a breach of confidence.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
He took that confidence and he breached the motherfucker.
He did indeed. Anyway,
You breached and
look,
like
guys, we're on an hour and 14 minutes,
Ah, right.
and we're on to the next segment.
Everyone's favourite
Are
segment.
you ready?
Katie's favourite segment.
Time for what are we
I hate
reading,
this, I
watching,
hate this, I hate
playing,
this, I hate
listening?
Is that the same every time? I
No,
don't.
no, no.
No,
we've
it's
got
not.
the slashes this time.
I'll be honest. Every time you start saying it, I just tune out and
Yeah.
wait for you to
Okay,
finish
look.
talking.
Let me start again.
Yeah, we
it's
missed
time
the slashes.
for reading
Slash.
slash watching slash gaming slash
Slash.
listening to slash what are we gonna play slash read slash watch slash listen to.
It's the worst, and I hate it.
Look, I know you two have a big thing that you want to talk about.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Which is still right to Bethesda, but
so shall I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you two can basically natter on.
Yeah.
I won't have on until we decide we need to stop
Look,
recording.
well, there's not really a point to stop. I mean, the podcast can be as long.
Stop trying to finish the
I
podcast.
mean, we're already longer than most podcasts.
No, well, not the Weekly Planet, which, by the way, great segue. I've
no,
been listening to.
Tom.
You can't just talk about it every week.
Yes, I can.
If
It's-
we're ripping them off,
it's-
especially.
no, it's the Weekly Planet. I can talk about it every week.
To be fair, he's got you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, if it was called The Planet, I couldn't
you
talk
can't
about
just talk
it.
about other
You
podcasts.
could.
Wait, can I just talk about my podcast every week?
What, the one that you're making right now? Yeah, you can. Of course.
Right, so guys, our podcast.
All right, look.
Oh, that gets meta.
I've been kind of getting into comic books, as you guys know, because of this great podcast, The Weekly Planet, which I highly recommend. Shout out to The Weekly Planet, who are definitely listening. Thanks,
Shout out,
guys. Look, I'm into comics, and I was kind of getting into like obscure ones, and then I didn't sleep one night. I didn't go to bed, and I was like, right, I've got to. The reason was to reset my sleeping pattern. So I was like, I've got to try and stay up all day. What can I do? And I remembered that I'd gotten Batman Telltale on discount or whatever, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just play all of Batman Telltale in one sitting.
I'm shocked.
So I've been getting
To be honest,
into.
I'm shocked that you bought the game on discount.
Yeah, I know. It was only £6 as well.
Yeah, normally you wait for them to leave discount
Yeah.
so you can pay full price for
I like
Skyrim.
supporting my
obviously.
I like supporting my content creators. Look,
Bethesda.
But tell,
who here has played Batman Telltale?
No,
I've
seen videos of it.
Okay, are you guys asked about spoilers?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of it then. I'm also gonna spoil the shit out of Batman Year One, which is a comic that I've been reading.
I've read that. That's a really good comic.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that as well.
I
Look,
mean, this is very close.
Telltale spoilers for Batman Telltale and Batman Year One. Right, moving on.
Batman
Telltale games are shit. Alright?
Yeah.
This is the first
They're
Telltale
not- they
game
don't
I've
exist
played.
anymore.
Yeah, I know. Sad. Moment of silence for Telltale and Johnny Depp.
Rip.
Alright, moving on. Look, I've never played a Telltale game before, but it's not a game, right?
No.
It's a really long movie.
They go for interactive story sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's
a bunch
not
of-
even an interactive story, and I have my reasons for that, right? Look, I know Harvey Dent turns into Two-Face in
Yeah.
comics. I'm fully aware of this. But the game leads you to believe that you can probably save Harvey Dent, alright?
Oh, I remember this.
So look, basically, you get all these choices to be nice to Harvey. And in my head, I'm like, okay, what's going to happen is either Catwoman's going to become evil and Harvey Dent's going to be a good guy, or Harvey Dent turns into Two-Face and Catwoman's a good person. Because you get to choose who to save out of the two of them when Penguin is trying to kill them, right?
Yeah.
And I spend the whole beginning bit of the game being nice to Harvey, doing everything he wanted me to do. Then I save him, and then for a reason, but he goes mad anyway, and basically becomes Two-Face,
Yeah.
regardless of what
That's
you do.
the thing. I think that's what they basically expect is for everyone to love Catwoman. So when that choice comes along, most of them save Catwoman,
Yes.
and then they feel guilty for it. But then they also know that they have to make
Sure.
him into Two-Face anyway.
I was one of 8% of people that
Yeah.
didn't have sex with Catwoman. So there you go.
You.
No, because,
Fool.
again...
Because you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, because I have a girlfriend.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to Katie. Because...
Gosh, Tom, you're so loyal.
Because Harvey is dating Catwoman in the game, And I was like,
Oh.
if I sleep with her, then it's gonna get found out, right? So what
You
happens?
did
is-
everything to try.
Yes,
and save
I did,
Harvey.
because the thing is, they make him out like he's this really good guy, and he's like really helpful for Gotham, and then he goes insane and starts killing everyone, and it's like, what's the point, right? Look, there's basically what happens is that you get injured, and Catwoman brings you to her house, right? And she bandages you up, and then she's like, right, let's have sex, and I'm like, no. I'm not gonna do that. And she's like, okay, night then, and goes off to sleep, right? And then Harvey comes in, right? The
And then
following
Harvey
day,
goes, let's have sex.
yeah. Harvey then comes in the following morning, and you have to hide in a room, right? And I didn't see this, but Catwoman's cat comes up to you and like nudges you, and you're supposed to like hit down, like do a quick time event to like not get the door open or whatever.
Right.
And it opened, and Harvey saw me, and I was like, okay, that's the reason why Harvey's pissed. Makes sense. He doesn't understand that I wasn't sleeping with her because I'm naked or whatever, right? The thing is, at the end of each episode, it tells you which choices players made, and that isn't one of them. So that door was going to open regardless of what I did, or Harvey was going to
Right.
find out, right? Because the like choice that shows at the
Yeah.
end is, did you choose to beat up Harvey or not?
Yeah.
So regardless, you get into a fight with him.
A lot of Telltale is essentially them masking how little choice you have rather
Yeah.
than trying to give you.
And it keeps saying like, Alfred will remember this,
Yeah.
Catwoman, and it's like,
Alfred remembers.
what
Like,
does that mean
I just
exactly?
decided to eat cereal over toast. I'm sure he won't like.
But it doesn't amount to anything because I said bad things to Alfred because it was what
Oh.
I thought Batman would believe in. And Alfred's still a sweetheart by the end of it. So, like, what's the point, right?
Because he's Alfred. and
Look,
he's a
everyone loves
babe.
Alfred.
Here's the thing, though. The story is really good. It's a really good story.
Yeah.
And it made me really like Batman, which is why I now have some comics of Batman.
You should like Batman.
And I think it's interesting because it focuses on Bruce Wayne and the Joker's in it, but it's not the Joker. It's like before he becomes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Joker.
It's called Jack or something.
John Doe, he's called.
John Doe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack is Joker.
Yeah, and it's really cool because it's like kind of before Batman is like, it's kind of Batman Year One-ish kind of,
Yeah.
in the sense that it's kind of way before he becomes the Batman that we know.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not mates with the police. The only one he's friends with is
Gordo.
Gordon. Yeah,
Good.
what's his first name? I should know
Gordon.
this.
Kevin.
Kevin
it's,
Gordon.
It's
It's Commissioner Gordon, but what's his first name? He's in the
Oh my
comic
word!
already.
I've watched an entire TV
It's not
series
James
where he's-
Gordon.
Jim.
No, it is James, but he's showing it to Jim.
Isn't his son called James?
Probably. Men do that.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Like Todd Howard did for me.
Yeah.
Tom Howard even. Anyway.
That's the more time you give him the right name.
I know. Look, the story's really good, but the presentation is so bad. Like, okay, I had it on the Switch, right? So the graphics were probably reduced a bit.
They
Not
probably
that they,
weren't, really.
not that they should be, because it can easily run.
Yeah, I was about to say, it
Batman
probably wasn't
Telltale.
that.
Look, it visually looks awful.
They can
They
run
have
The
these.
Witcher, they
They
can
have
run-
these
Yeah.
like
But you can make The
sim
Witcher look
faces. You know where like these really like Batman. I know you can't see this if you're listening, but Batman basically like raises his eyebrows and he's like, oh, and it's like he has these really exaggerated faces, and it's like.
Can I just point out, when you said Batman, I know you can't see this. I thought you were talking to Batman then,
Yeah,
not
Batman,
the,
mate. I
not
know
the
you can't see it.
listeners.
Batman.
I didn't. It wasn't until after you said it, I was like, oh, he didn't mean. He wasn't like addressing Batman.
Like visually,
That's
it's
gonna
not
be
good.
awful to listen to. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visually, it's not good. They walk around like they're fucking robots. It just doesn't look good. But the story is really good. And I feel like if they just made either a mini series or a movie of this, fine. Also, the main villain is shit. Lady Gotham, who's Vicky Vale. Now, Vicky
The
Vale.
reporter.
Yeah, well, that's it. Vicky Vale is in Batman Year One.
Yeah.
But she's a psychopath who steals money or whatever. I think, anyway. At least it's alluded to. Now, in this, Vicky Vale's a reporter, which I thought was her just character. But she's Lady Gotham because her real name is Victoria Arkham. And so she's Lady Arkham and she's trying to like... It's so bad. And I thought for a minute it was going to be Scarecrow because she has a kind of like Scarecrow mask.
I
It's
really
not.
like Scarecrow now after playing Arkham Knight.
Yeah, and also Cillian Murphy playing Scarecrow is great.
I mean,
Scarecrow,
I like Cillian Murphy.
he's great in Batman
Have you
Begins.
seen Peaky Blinders?
I have seen the first. I can't understand their
Guys,
accents.
Really?
I stopped watching
Oh,
because
no,
I
it's
can't
such a good
understand
show.
the accents. No, and my brother likes it. Shout out to my brother. Everyone shout out my
Shout
brother.
out to Tom's brother, Katie.
Katie too.
Anyway, look, would I recommend Telltale Batman? No. Would I recommend playing it in the 10-hour stretch? Absolutely, if you have 10 hours.
Would you
dedicate.
recommend someone looking up a YouTube video of someone else playing?
Yes.
Do you know
absolutely.
what I'd rather spend 10 hours playing?
What? I haven't finished. I've got Batman. I've got Batman First to talk Batman First. No, the subscription service for the Telltale game. No, Batman Year One is really good. It's a really good comic. It's an origin story for Batman. They did it in the 80s, I think, because they were kind of the DC were like, look, everyone knows who Superman is. Everyone knows who Batman is. They're getting boring, so we're gonna reboot it. So they did a new origin for Superman, and they were like, well, how can we do a new origin for Batman? His origin is so perfect.
Kill
they
his
were like,
parents again.
just kind of improve it a bit.
Yeah.
So they gave it to Frank Miller, who's the
boy.
he did Kick-Ass, I think, right? Is that right?
I don't know.
Frank Miller.
I just know I like.
He also did
Batman
he did Dark Knight Returns or whatever.
that is
the famous one, yeah. So anyway, he's a big Batman fan. He knows what he's doing, and this is really good. Look, Commissioner Gordon isn't the like nice guy that he is as Gary Oldman. He's like a good dude, but he's just also a prick. Like he flirts with other women, and he smokes a lot, and he beats people up, and he's a good cop, but he's a prick, and that's good. I like that. And Batman isn't that great at being Batman, which is really good.
Yeah, it's
like,
really great.
At the beginning of it, he's like, I want to scare people.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it, and that's why he wears the costume.
Yeah.
And he's gone away for 12 years, and that's how he's like trained or whatever. And he's like, he goes to beat these guys up on a balcony, right, as he's dressed up as Batman. And one of the kids is about to fall off, so he like grabs the kid's leg, and then these other kids are just wailing on him in the back while he's trying to like get this kid back up onto the balcony because they don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
And it's really good. And he gets beaten up loads.
Yeah, he's really shit at being
Yeah,
Batman.
and he gets shot in the leg as well, and
Yeah.
now he's like trapped in this building.
Yeah, he's building and then all the bullets flying in.
Yeah, and it's like this. It's kind of like Logan. It's kind of like Batman can die here. Like he's strong,
Yeah.
but he can die. And I really like how they suspect Harvey Dent of being Batman as well. I think that's really good. Anyway, I recommend highly, if you care about Batman or you're interested in Batman Origin, read Batman Year One because it's just good. And they made a movie of it as well. If you can't be asked to,
I kind of wish they
read
did
it.
a similar thing with the Joker, the Batman meeting the Joker for the first time because I don't know.
Did they not? Is that not the Killing Joke?
No. That's what. That's
I thought that was
kind of
his
the
like
joke.
origin, isn't it?
It's alluded to not. Basically, there's a present time storyline and then where the Joker keeps basically flashing back to a version of his origin story that he sort of says near the end that he's not even quite sure if that's true or not.
Okay.
Because I mean, he's the pinnacle of the unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
But it's more. It's basically designed to be more of a sort of insight into the Joker rather than anything else. But no, the if anything, and at the end of it, it's half alluded to that Batman might kill the Joker.
Okay.
But no, they're very much familiar with each other. It's when spoilers for Batman canon. Sorry, it's when the Joker paralyzes Barbara Gordon, who was Batgirl, and then she becomes
Barbara Gordon is Batgirl. What,
Yeah.
his wife?
No, his daughter.
Isn't his wife also called Barbara though?
Look, let's.
No, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the Gordons just like naming the kids after themselves. Let's not.
Alright, okay, anyway, yeah, sure. Barbara Gordon, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom,
So,
son
yeah.
of Tom.
So Barbara Gordon gets paralyzed, and then she works with Batman as Oracle, basically personal computer.
Cool. And you know there's I think is it Batman Forever maybe? Where it's an animated movie where the Joker turns Robin into Kid Joker, I think he's called. And he's like
Is that Jason? Is that a take on the Red Hood? I don't know.
No, he's like got the big smile and everything, and he's got like the makeup, and he's just like little Joker. It's really fun.
I'm gonna Google that.
I think is it
Can
Batman?
I Google that now?
No, Google it.
We'll watch.
No, because speaking of people turning into other people, Outer Worlds.
Is that you saying?
That's a great segue, right?
Yes, you saying, right,
I tried to
is
two
that your
great
segue?
segues into this.
that actually your
And
segue?
after
Is
my
that what
two
we
great
use?
segues, that is the one that we've decided we're settling for.
Well, no, look, because you were saying, whatever about killing people, and I was gonna say like you kill people in Outer Worlds. That
That's
would have
no
been a
better.
No, it would have been a better segue because at least you do that in Outer Worlds. But you
At
kept
least
talking.
it's not just a couple of random words we decided to put together.
Yeah, speaking of people
Speaking
turning
of-
into other people, Outer Worlds. What did you guys think? First of all, I haven't played this.
I won't give spoilers.
No, I don't care.
I don't think.
Yeah, I-
Oh no, but I don't think we'll give spoilers.
Well,
Just it's
I think
new
you're
game, but also we
further
don't need
into
them.
the game than me, so I'll give a quick.
Have
one
you
of-
left the first planet?
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I haven't had a massive amount of opportunity to
Do
play
you
it.
want
So...
to go first?
Yeah. I was gonna say I'll do my little bit.
My Little Pony.
Uh,
You played My Little Pony? Is that what you're gonna say?
yeah.
Nice.
I voice acted all the ponies.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, in my fanfic of it that we did together,
Tom, no.
called "I Love."
Shout out to Tom's fanfic, Katie.
Yeah. I love Kate in My Little Pony fanfic. Right. Moving
yeah,
on.
So my quick little review of the Outer Worlds, so we can have Jonathan gush about it.
Yeah, I know. I do love
All
this
over.
game.
You like it?
I really like
Oh,
it.
well, that's all we need. All right. That's the end of the podcast.
Anyway,
guys.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so my opinion of the Outer Worlds, it's good. It's basically what it deserves the moniker, like one of the best single player RPGs of the year, because it's
Absolutely.
solid writing. Like the gameplay is nothing amazing, but
It doesn't try and reinvent the wheel.
no, it doesn't enjoy the world. But it's a pretty decent
I
world.
mean, it's coming from Obsidian, so that's not a surprise.
Well, you gotta get Obsidian.
Yeah, dude.
Fallout New Vegas is terrible.
Whoa! Fallout New Vegas is the
No,
best.
it's not. You
Fallout.
spend, you spend the whole
As you
game.
know, Fallout New Vegas is not the best Fallout game. Outer Worlds is the best Fallout game.
Fallout
Okay.
Fallout New
Sorry,
Vegas. You
sorry.
spend walking around a desert the whole game. It's so boring.
Fallout New Vegas is the best Bethesda style Fallout game.
It's not even by Bethesda.
No, it's by
That's how I said
Obsidian.
Bethesda style.
I know, but
It's
that's. I'm just laughing
Yeah.
at the fact that you have to say Bethesda stuff because you can't even credit it to Bethesda.
I
really.
can't know.
In fact, if anything, Bethesda are what made Fallout New Vegas sort of the bugginess mess that it really
Yeah.
is because of the time.
There has to be
pressures.
bugs in every Bethesda
But,
game.
Yeah, they're like,
Lol.
sorry, it's on brand.
The best original Fallout is Fallout 2, in my opinion.
Oh, nobody's played it because it's too
Which-
old.
Do you know?
Nobody's played a game
The
after
irony
like
of that is
2001.
that loads of people that from the company that did the first two Fallout games now work
Works.
at Obsidian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a
You can tell by the writing because it's very, very tight
yeah.
writing. It's very
Sure.
like nothing like they've got a very good sense of humor. It's nothing like
Yeah.
oh, laugh out loud and moments, but you know you can see a little bit of humor where someone's just had a quick little joke here, and
Here's my
it's
question for you about the
really
humour. Is
really
it
good.
referential meta humour like Borderlands?
No.
No.
Because that was the impression I got from the trailers, that it was very Borderlands.
No.
Okay,
no.
well that's good. That makes me
It's not
more.
Borderlands at all.
Because there's that like kooky doctor guy, and I was like, oh, that he looks like he's straight out of Rick and Morty. I was like, I
You know,
can't
he
be arsed with
doesn't. From what bits that I played, he sort of just turns up every now and
this.
then.
Okay, but is
He's
he
not
is
re-
he the most like Rick and Morty Borderlands humour that it gets?
Not
Um,
really.
He,
Maybe the
his
the way
humour-
he moves and animates, I know why you would get that impression.
Sure.
He
but-
definitely does go for the quirky doctor stereotype. I just don't think he's really in it enough.
Well, that's a good
Yeah,
thing for me.
yeah.
I don't want that. Like I like funny games, but
Can I-
can't
can I
stand
explain-
But
the-
to finish my
Yeah.
quick thing for Outer Worlds, really tight writing, both
Sure.
in story and dialogue so far for me. So
Yeah.
big plus. Gameplay, you know, nothing entirely new, but you know, it serves its purpose and it's
Yeah.
solid. Great visuals, runs really well.
Cool, good.
Yeah, and it's just an all round good product.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it.
No, I
Before
absolutely.
before you say anything, Jonathan,
Hello.
we have a tradition on this podcast, which has had one episode, of people who haven't played the game reviewing it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
yes!
review. I'm gonna
Yes,
review
of
Outer
course.
Worlds. All right. Here's my review for Outer Worlds. All right. You play it as a wolf that turns into a woman. All
Oh,
right.
fuck off.
And what you do is, as you fly around in worlds,
Nice.
and you go.
Wait, in Worlds? That's a bold choice for a game called Outer Worlds.
Yeah, no, because then you go out of the world
Oh, I see.
and
Is that the goal?
And
To
face-
escape the world?
yeah,
And face the main enemy.
Mr. Outer. Well,
Who hates women?
yeah, who hates women? No. In all seriousness,
Just like-
no. It's
I'm
it's a
sorry.
puzzle game.
Okay.
Kind of in the vein of like Mario.
Well, no, it's
a platformer.
It's a top-down, isometric, turn-based puzzle game.
Yeah, it's Street Fighter 4, but if it was a turn-based game. Because the producer, he came and he was like, look guys, at Obsidian, he went to Obsidian, he's like, look Tom Howard, alright? I want to make the game that I was going to make all those years ago with Street Fighter 4. Can I make Outer Worlds Street Fighter 4 Turbo Edition where it's a turn-based fighting game? And they said yeah. So that's right, isn't it? That's about right. Would you say that's accurate?
I mean, it's close. I mean, you got bloody close. No, it's essentially what Fallout would be if they put time and actually make it a good game.
Okay.
The thing is,
Used a better
actually, to
engine.
be honest, this is the thing. They don't even need the time. They just because the thing is, it's much smaller than Fallout.
Okay.
It's not. It's because it's a hub world system.
Yeah.
So you go from planet to planet,
Sure.
and then they're reasonably small, but incredibly dense.
Okay, good.
So you can spend a lot of time in very little area, which is, what I say is great.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it mission structures like in Fallout
Yeah.
where
Yes.
you get told to go kill someone, you go kill them, and then you've got a treasure chest at the end, of the
No.
game, and then that's it?
No,
'Cause that's-
it's actually got the missions. As far as I've played, have probably one of the most diverse in sort of goal and how you go about them. Because
Okay.
that's what New Vegas was really about. It was there. You can go to this place and you can shoot the things and you can do the thing,
Sure.
or you can try and talk your way out,
Put
or
a
you can.
little extra time and effort and
Yeah.
go have a look around. You might stumble upon something.
Yeah.
But is it mostly just go here and do this, and then you just get a reward for doing it, or is the stories of these missions more memorable?
Everyone I played has an interesting
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
Like for example, the first. I don't think this is a massive spoiler.
If it's near the beginning, you'll be fine.
Yeah, like the first side quest you really stumble upon is going to collect gravesite fees.
Oh, I didn't do that one. You can talk about it, but I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do it because I was like, I'm not doing that because I don't.
So, like you
Yeah.
expect, okay, it's just gonna be a thing where go talk to these people,
Sure.
Yeah.
collect, or if they don't get rough them up. But you start to find out that they lead into different things. Like there's this one guy who starts to put you on a quest to kill mechanicals.
Right.
Which also leads you to an area that the main quest is taking place.
Yeah. There's
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so like he wants you to go kill these things, but if you have a certain companion with you, or if you have a high enough tech skill, you can sort of go about it in a completely different way.
Okay.
Like sort of, skill checks and sort of.
If you look at the skills that are actually available in the game, you can tell how few of them are really actually orientated towards combat.
Okay.
Like
cool.
there's melee skills and literally
Melee. And
there's melee and gun skills which are all sort of one thing, but then you have defense skills which is also kind of combat
Dodge
related.
and block.
Yeah, dodge and block and that. But then you have like they're all into categories.
You got tech, dialogue, leadership.
Yeah, you've got tech, which is all mechanical, engineering, medicine stuff.
Sure.
You've got dialogue, which is the one if you want to sort of be good at like.
Yeah, it's the one I
You're
always
talking,
go for in
yeah.
Skyrim. Every
Well,
time.
But like it's a big part of this game.
Yeah.
But, that's the one sort of you want to invest in if you
You
want
got
to like.
leadership, which dictates
things
sort of
diversely.
what your companions
Yeah.
can do with
Cool.
you, which is really I'd recommend like specking into that.
And then you've got
Stealth.
sneaky ones.
Stealth.
Yeah,
Which is
lockpicking
like
skill 100.
sneaking, lockpicking, and
Hacking,
hacking.
nice. Is this, do you think, going to be more impressive than Cyberpunk 2077's? Because that's kind of going for a similar.
I think it is gonna have a
emphasis
lot of
on-
similar.
Because
I don't think it doesn't have the scale of it. That's for sure.
no, I think
Whether
Cyberpunk's going to be kind of small. From what I've heard, their world isn't that big. Like
Yeah,
they
but-
focus on smaller worlds.
You can tell with Obsidian that they definitely wanted to go for a more focused thing rather than a sort of thing. Like there are things that games tend, like in Fallout you tend to have like 10 different types of ammunition.
Yeah.
In this you just have small, big energy, and that's it. That's
Okay.
all you need.
Okay.
Like you don't need to find like 0.35 or whatever they have ammunition. They're very much focused on just like if you want ammo, just buy one
Good.
of these tiles.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair enough.
So
Bit of a weird
and
comparison.
like armor, there's body, head. That's all you've got.
A bit of a weird comparison I found when I first started playing. I really thought the first Rage game.
That game's good. I like the first Rage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a...
I played that years ago and I don't really remember it.
Yeah. I mean, the first Rage game is good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about
I
that.
had a bit of trouble beginning this game because I switched the bloody sticks around. Have I told you about this?
No.
Right, so I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, but yeah.
I didn't know, so it's...
Oh, did you not?
No, news
Okay,
to me.
I'm left-handed, so it makes shooting on consoles quite difficult.
Yeah.
Because when your right thumb is the one doing the aiming and I don't have the precision
Sure,
of that,
yeah.
it makes it more difficult. So I hate shooters on console. So I realised that Outer Worlds has an option to switch the sticks round,
Right.
which means that you aim with your left thumb and you move with your right, which is great for precision aiming, but also goes against the instincts that I've built up for more than half a decade. Which means that every time I get into a firefight,
Yeah.
or to try and use both thumbs at the same time, essentially, I'll try and move forward or something. Say I'm trying to retreat a little bit to get to better cover. I'll take 5 seconds to turn around, and then I'll try and dash forward. But then because I'm trying to do it with my left thumb, I just end up staring at the sky and I end up running forward, looking at the sky, like mum style
Good.
combat.
Good. That's what I
So
wanted.
anyway, I gave up on that after a little bit.
Good.
And now I just do shitty aiming again and use the fuck out of the slow time function.
Yeah, because that's essentially VATS, right?
It's
is what
VATS,
I've
but
heard.
it's better.
You
fits so much
cannot,
better.
Yeah.
You cannot abuse it like you can abuse VATS.
Yeah, actually it's the same reason why when I do play Fallout 4, I do very high VATS builds because I can't aim for shit.
Yeah, fair
Fallout.
enough. Yeah.
So I use VATS a lot, but it still works in this one because obviously I still have to aim, but I have the time to sort of
Yeah.
precision aim. And...
I mean, it sounds good. It
Yeah.
sounds better than what I was assuming it was going to be.
I was worried on the
Fallout
first trailer.
76.
It's I wouldn't try and take too much from the trailer.
Okay.
I got excited by the trailer purely because I saw Obsidian Entertainment and that it was an RPG, and I went,
Sure.
"Oh, I trust them to."
Yeah,
do
the
this."
trailer did not appeal to me. What does
Yeah.
appeal to me, though, is it's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god!
Which is, I mean, that's again, another sort of fairly impressive feat because it seems like a fairly good looking game that's probably going to be kind of hard to port. So that's fun.
I mean, they might
Just,
just do
uh,
it with Witches, right? Sorry.
Yeah, well, exactly. They can do it the way to do. They can do anything. They can do Cyberpunk 2077.
No, they can't
Which
do
is
that.
what I want to see. Is that everything you have to say about?
Oh,
I probably have loads more, but I can't think of it.
nothing about that. I do have one last thing for this segment.
Oh yeah, the thing that you've
Yeah.
Oh, is this
keeping
Ark again?
secret.
Yeah, it's Ark again. So.
Oh, no more dinosaur talk.
Don't worry,
Wait,
it's-
hang on a minute. We
it's-
gotta have an intro for this. You ready? You ready? Dinosaur talk. Dinosaur talk. Owen's
I
gonna
want to
do
kill
his dinosaur
myself.
Right.
Go for
All it is that after 2 weeks of hardship,
talk. Yeah.
I finally got art working properly.
Wait, why wasn't it working before? Did you say this last week?
Yeah. I don't want to.
I don't listen to you. No,
No,
I'm just
thanks.
joking. I love you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've spent more time downloading Ark than you have playing it, haven't you? By this point.
I mean, probably. Yeah.
Why?
It's-
What was going on?
No, it's just Ark is a super unstable game.
Yes, it is. Get it on your phone. It works fine. with that.
That's a different game. I mean, it is Ark, but it's a completely different.
Is that everything? Have we?
I think so.
Have we
Let's-
spoken enough?
I
Have we-
can.
I
Talk
mean,
about
we've got
some-
enough time on the clock.
Let's have a look. How long have
If
we?
anyone's listened to this
An hour
point,
and 42, which is
I-
about
yeah,
20
I
minutes
think-
longer than.
I think we
before.
should wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah, before-
All right. Should we have a wrap up song?
Yeah, go on, Tom.
No, you haven't
this is
sung
the
one yet.
worst
We don't-
repeated
yeah.
joke, I forgot what you call it, that we've that's ever existed ever.
Worse than
If
what
I-
are we listening to / playing?
Okay, you're right. It's the second worst, but they're both in this
That's
podcast,
what's
and that's
funny about this
Tom,
podcast.
if I-
is my
if I
own
say-
all
opinion.
our jokes are
If
terrible.
I don't sing, will you kick me off the podcast?
Yes.
Sweet.
No, I'll keep you on the podcast. It was opposite day.
No.
I kind of want you to just press like end recording after
So
sweet.
I feel like my goal for every podcast is to get Tom to kick me off at least twice.
Yes. I
Yeah.
think that's a good goal.
I think-
And clap. Have you done a sync clap yet?
I've done 3.
Yeah, but have you said sync clap and then clapped? No.
Yeah.
Right, this last week it was him trying to annoy you by doing it
Yeah,
constantly.
and now I want it.
now you're like, give
How
me
am
the
I
clap.
supposed to say
Don't
it?
give me the clap. Actually, don't give him the
You have
clap.
to say sync clap.
Sync. Clap.
Okay, that's great. Alright, you can stop. I think that's everything.
Sync up.
Nice. Have we got a final shout out to give?
Yeah. Shout
Katie,
shout out to our final shout out, Katie.
Yeah, shout out to Katie.
it's really going to be alienating for anyone else listening that we just assume. That
Okay,
the-
look, shout out to everyone who listens.
Yeah.
Anyone
like,
who listens, much appreciated.
Yeah, like we should really say we do appreciate anyone who has
We really
actually
do.
taken the
I
time.
mean, we appreciate Katie more than you, but
I mean, we should probably.
I mean,
we should
Tom
probably have said
especially-
that before the end.
oh yeah.
Well,
When anyone who is alienated will have left.
well, like a good sign.
No, I think we did. To be
Yeah.
fair, I think at the beginning
Yeah.
we said thanks. to
The
everyone who
reason we keep
listens.
mentioning Katie is because it's funny.
It's a funny meme.
Yeah, we've got.
And 'cause she's great.
We've got a new
Yeah.
running joke.
Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
point something
I
out
know.
in every episode that we do wrong.
Yeah.
Is Katie our fact checker?
Yeah, she is.
But
For
yeah,
games
I
and
think, I
movies.
think we should say we do appreciate anyone who's
No, we
actually
really do.
bothered to
We
take
do.
the time to have a listen to this.
Yeah.
This stupid little trailer.
If you
that
get
we
to this
decided
point-
to do.
Yeah, well done for surviving this long.
Congrats,
if you
we're-
get to this
we're on
point-
nearly 2 hours. What have you done with your life?
Big shout out to you if you got to this point. Much appreciated.
Go
And-
outside now.
Yeah, please leave.
Go see friends.
Why
don't
are we
listen-
still recording?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Never end the recording. Next week, first of all, again, I should have said this at the beginning.
Yeah, you
I'm
really
going to
should.
try and upload on Wednesdays.
Are you naming the episodes?
Yeah.
Can you just call this one We Don't Know How to End a Recording?
No, the first one was episode 1 Joker review. This will be episode 2 Fallout 76, I think.
That is boring. But
It is,
okay.
but what else am I going to call it?
We don't
I do
have
put
to
in the
end a podcast.
description. In the last one, I was like, we talk about Joker, Minecraft, and dinosaurs. So, it's fun. Anyway,
Sounds like a good mod.
look, I'm going to try and upload on Wednesdays, so keep an eye out on Facebook for that if you're
You're
interested.
talking to me or that?
I am. I'm looking at Jonathan, but I'm
'Cause,
well, I'm not going to look at the phone.
Because if they're listening to this, they know when you've uploaded it because they're listening to it.
Yeah, all right. I'm just saying from now on, because I uploaded it on Saturday last time.
Okay.
So from now on, it's going to be Wednesdays, hopefully. Next episode, more news, obviously. More what are we playing. And
Slash.
maybe discussion about Zelda or something along those lines. Or we might watch a movie
don't
and
know.
talk about it.
Yeah, we've been meaning to chat about Terminator 2,
Which I've
You've
seen, so-
you've seen it for the first time, quite
I have.
recently.
So we can maybe
Oh,
do...
I should probably watch them again then if
And
we're going to talk
I
about
want to
Terminator.
find out if Dark Fate is a glorious mess or a terrible.
Apparently it's
train
pretty good. I've heard good things
Really?
about it, yeah.
wreck. That's nice to hear.
So we might do Terminator.
Do
We
you wanna
might...
go- when are you seeing it?
We'll talk
Have you-
about this.
Yeah, we'll talk- let's talk about what we're doing with the rest of our week.
Right, so
Can you
guys,
imagine if we just started the conversation and
Oh,
forgot that we
good
were
job.
doing
The
a
podcast's over now. Yeah. So thank you again. Hopefully something fun next week. Thank you to my co-hosts Jonathan and Owen.
you actually got a name right for once.
I got your name right at the beginning.
Yeah,
Thank you to
thank
my
you,
co-hosts,
Todd.
Gil Mero and Tom. It's been fun, and everyone want to say goodbye?
No,
Goodbye.
piss off.
No, you got to be nice. You got to
No.
be nice to our listeners.
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah. Well,
Shout out to Katie.
God
right.
damn it.
One more time. Everyone want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.